And it was the wrong fade again, even though I fixed it.
Yeah. When I get online, I'm feeling like something's not right. Cause the bullets curve like some people unlock that one.
What is up, Laggin Out Legion? Hey. What is going on? I am Chieftain. I am kind of the leader, the reluctant leader of this merry band of merry people. From the gates of hell, she is also known as Lieutenant Data's illegitimate daughter. Please welcome Black Light Oni.
What? What the fuck?
He's a beautifully bearded bastard was bragging about how much muscles he's getting in the gym before he went on air. Please welcome Hero, the IT guy.
If only, man.
He's gonna become Joey Swolio of our
Mojo.
Mojo's here. He's wearing black and white, and he is red all over. Please welcome Soda Pop. And from the depths of the deep, he is personal friends with Aquaman. Please welcome the Mariner. He's back.
Happy belated birthday, mother effer.
Happy birthday. Happy 21st birthday to Mariner. He's getting up there. He's 21. He's now able to drink legally. So congratulations there. Oh, wow. I think it's funny that like you think like we would be drinking a lot, but we're not really a big bunch of drinkers, are we? Like unless it's like in front of us, then we don't drink. You know. I know Oni, she doesn't drink, right? She's a root beer is probably the hardest thing she drinks, or a Baja Blast, like a 3-year-old Baja Blast, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's Mountain Dew. It's about as close to fake as whatever got contaminated in Ohio. So you know.
Oh,
it's all relative.
There's a callback. I think Hero drinks. You drink what, beer or liquor?
Liquor. I'm not really big on beer unless it's from like a brewery and they do all these specialty stuff.
Yeah.
And even then it's just social.
Mojo says the hardest thing I drink are tears up from my enemies. I don't think she has any enemies, to be honest. So
hold on, Mojo. I gotta ask: are these enemies from something like Elden Ring or Dark Souls? Because that's some pretty difficult tiers to acquire.
Yes.
Nah, they're just gunners.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh no. I love it.
Even after a long day of work, Oni has the quick quips. Ticker is here today. Nice shirt, Soda. Who shot the couch?
Couch or the cow? I got it from a cow.
Cow?
It's so funny.
I don't want to know how you got it from that cow. Did you?
He is in Texas, so there's a lot of cows there.
Did you woo her first?
That's such a moving joke.
I pushed her over.
No.
Are you trying to get the crowd cowed to you?
Oh,
it's not very amusing.
I did
Stop! I
first.
can't get my clips to work.
It would behoove you to work faster.
God damn it!
All right.
I was gonna
I
say that
hate that phrase, by the way. I really do.
I was gonna say
so far the stream is an utter disaster.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh, we're just milking it.
Jesus! All right, I'm gonna see if I can go to shot 4. Copy this one. Go to 5. Go to
Good
here.
Lord.
Hit paste. Replace.
Good Lord.
Does it work now? No.
What an idiot.
Wow. The Twitch clips aren't working.
I know why.
Why?
I know why. You changed the password on Twitch. Remember, you need to change it in your clip button, or you got to change it in Streamlabs. You got to relink it.
How do I relink it?
Let me bring up the Stream Deck software. Twitch Studio.
Do I have to do that in
You have to do it in this Stream Deck app.
While those two are working on that, I will do introductions if you don't mind, Chieftain.
No, I don't mind.
All right. Well, on the bottom right, that's me, the Mariner, and to my left, is the only host who's. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher this. Soda Pop.
The only host that streams at 60 frames a second.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Yeah, we did
Above
intros
me?
already, didn't we?
No,
I
I
We
don't
kind of
think-
did.
No, we did. We did.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm being redundant.
Oh, no worries. Sorry.
We love redundancy.
Oh,
Yes.
it's in the settings.
We
Okay,
love
you bring
big
up your
words.
Then
Stream
up
Deck.
here, that's Black Light Oni. Up
Hello.
there,
Stream Deck settings.
that's
Yep.
Chieftain.
The cogwheel.
And the farthest away from me is
accounts.
Hero.
Stream Deck.
They're deep in thought.
Yeah.
Laser beams coming out the eyes.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Bah!
Hold on.
May have to
I
dive in after them.
It's under Stream Deck.
Okay, hold on.
That's
Let me.
DE, not DI.
Good lord. Let me make sure
What an
I.
idiot.
There you go.
That's right.
Where what?
Okay, I'm jumping into the mod room in Discord, and I'm going to share my screen with you.
Oh Jesus. All right.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah,
IT
highly
support
dangerous and
at
technical work.
work.
This week at Behind the Scenes at Laggin Out.
Where is is it under what?
Mod room. Go to the mod room.
Underwear?
Under who?
Under there.
Under Rue.
Okay.
IT at its best. Indeed, the mojo.
See my screen? I go
Yeah, I see your screen.
the Stream Deck.
Wait. Went to the wrong one. Hold on. I don't no, I don't see that. Where are you? Do that again. Go back. I don't know where you went.
Okay, Stream Deck, the software for your.
I know.
Stream
I have
Deck.
that up right now. Yeah,
Okay,
I got
I
that.
maximized it. I'm going
Oh,
to
under
my
settings.
cogwheel, which is the settings, and then
Gotcha.
your accounts tab.
Accounts tab.
You're gonna click the minus to drop Twitch out, and then you're gonna click the plus right here and re-add Twitch.
I was looking at my screen and not yours.
Mhm.
So drop. Oh, minus out and add it. Okay.
Yep. And you have to redo your password because you changed the password, so that's why the Twitch clips quit working.
Wonder why we
Gotcha.
changed the password.
Shut up, you.
Twitch account failed.
Uh-oh.
Because I hacked it.
Oh, it works now.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Soda. My brain hurts. Thanks.
No problem.
You just love to add controversy.
Uh-huh.
Drama Llama.
Is that all water in that?
Yes.
It's Jack and Coke. That's what got him in
Vodka.
trouble a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's what. That's what. Hey, don't be mad. That's what spawned the Attacular, okay, motherfucker?
That is true. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Everyone loves that, and everyone loves the music, and that was all Oni. So Oni's like, add this, and I'm like,
Good choice.
good
Now,
choice.
To be fair, and
Put
I'm
that
going
in your positive bank there, Oni. That is a positive statement. So put that in your positivity folder in your brain.
to be fair, I stutter and stammer and say a lot by
I do
default.
that too.
So I don't know if the alcohol really made a difference.
I do that too. I wanna-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I want to take Toastmasters to get rid of the ums and the so's. That way you can do speeches and stuff. And you're able to articulate yourself without those verbal crutches.
I think that's just a me thing, really.
It's a me thing too, so don't worry about it. But let's do the read.
Attention! The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on this live are not necessarily those of the Lagging Out community, Lagging Out Entertainment,
Your mom?
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're under 18, get bent and pound sand.
Giggity.
I always say kick rocks. Heroes in the chat. Heroes in the chat.
No!
I don't know why I did that. Anyways, if you like our stuff and you want to donate and everything like that, you might hear kind of Soda doing this through the show.
Give us some fucking money.
And if you want to just donate on PayPal right there, you can do that as well. Or you could be part of the itty bitty committee and do that as well. We have a shit.
Give us some fucking.
Oh fuck!
Just like that. Oh no, I forgot.
You got your face danced on. He's covering his face. He's like, no.
Give us some fucking.
You
You can scan that with your phone, guys, and you can just follow all our socials. We're trying to get to at least 600 follows by I don't know, a couple of weeks. We need to get 6 more follows. We need to promote more and put me in like in a tankini and do some promos on Instagram to get some more likes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that seems to work with all our friends. What's that?
I'm not sure anyone wants that.
Alpha just Photoshop.
I got a great.
Please, we don't body shame out here. All bodies are beautiful.
I got a great suggestion.
Thank you,
that
Oni. I
might
love you
bring
too.
in more views. Let's just put Chieftain in full battle rattle. I mean, what's better, taking more clothes off or putting more on?
battle rattle? I don't know what that is.
Body
I missed
armor.
that reference.
Okay.
Full blown body armor.
Oh, okay. So, like, we always like to start off our shows with a bang. So, let's start with a depressing story.
Yay.
Rest in peace, Paul Rubens.
No.
Mhm.
He was 70. Passed away. I don't know if it was heart trouble or
Cancer.
cancer.
Yeah,
It was-
cancer.
one
he
of-
was battling cancer for like 6 years and didn't tell a soul.
Oh, him and the guy from Black Panther,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. Thank you. That is correct, sir.
Woo, bell, ding, ding, ding.
Oops. Yeah. A different. The 5-shot setup's a little bit different. Welcome to our podcast, everybody, all viewers. I am Chieftain. To my right in hell is Blacklight Oni. Below Blacklight Oni is the only host that runs at 60 frames a second. That's Soda Pop. To his left is Hero, and our special guest today is the Mariner. Make sure you check him out on Kick and Twitch under Deep Dive Gaming.
That's what I'm talking about.
Indeed.
But yeah, this was a sad story when I saw it, and I don't want. I think he's from originally Sarasota, Florida, which is where I went to school. And there's a whole story behind there, but we don't want to talk ill of the dead. We want to talk about all his accomplishments and not his downfalls. So, this is one of my. I love Paul Rubens, and this is like my favorite scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Does everybody know what a Rube Goldberg machine is in our chats? Press 1 if you know what that is.
I feel like I might know what that is, but I don't know what it's referencing. Like if that
Deep
makes any
dive gaming
sense.
knows.
Like, I'd probably
Rube
know
Goldberg,
it if I saw it.
it's an overcomplicated machine to do a simple task, I think is the term that you would probably see in the dictionary. And
Gotcha.
on the opening scene, he has one to make him breakfast, and I always thought it was hilarious. But yeah, let's go, like, as we watch this, let's go around the room here, and if anyone has any comments, go ahead and start, and we'll just rotate from there. So if anyone wants to step up and talk about Paul Rubens, please do so now.
I'll go ahead and say that I grew up watching all kinds of wild stuff that basically, you know, Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse, the different stuff. He always, I feel like he started a kind of a comedy type, a comedy trope, if you will, all on his own. Like you watch, obviously, you see him doing all this stuff, and then you watch something like Mr. Bean.
Oh yeah.
There's like one or two others that struck me as in a similar vein, and then you also have like honestly, Adam Sandler was kind of in that vein, but a little more of a mature level, if you will.
Yeah.
I just loved his stuff growing up. It was like innocent humor and goofy humor. And honestly, it's sad to see.
Hi, Spot. Ah. This is a Rube Goldberg machine here. So what he does, he like lights the candle, and it starts the machine into a motion of making him breakfast. So it's hilarious. I want to watch this.
You get an example of Rube Goldberg machine at the beginning of Back to the Future as well.
Oh, that's true too.
Oh my god.
A gold star who can tell me who directed it.
Shoot, I don't even remember.
You know who he is.
You might want to cut down the volume though. It's blowing me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen this movie.
Golly.
If you know, do you guys know who directed A Nightmare Before Christmas?
Really?
Same guy.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton directed this.
Yeah, that's insane.
That actually kind of fits.
It does, kind of, a little. I do this every morning.
Horror and
Dark
comedy tend to go hand in hand because of timing. What?
I'm agreeing.
Mojo asks, didn't Tim Burton cut his teeth on this film in directing?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Gold star for her. This is his first this was his directorial debut.
Good God.
He eats like a 3,000 calorie breakfast. There it is, Mr. T's. I have that same butter knife.
Giant, unwieldy for no dang reason.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hi, Mr. Breakfast.
Morning, Mr. Breakfast! Can I have some Mr. Cheese cereal? Okay!
Pay the food over to eat my cereal.
I pity the poor fool. Don't eat my cereal.
What the...
What the hell?
Dang. That's a large dog bowl.
Yeah,
A
right.
Small doggy.
What the... So anybody else have anything to say on about him?
I'm trying
Tony.
to, like, I've only seen this movie once and I don't remember any of it.
I mean, it's also, you know, what was it, like late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's way
definitely. I think Soda was his neighbor.
better. Might as well been. I watched this whole Cherry. That was
Cherry,
good. Yeah, I miss
W-
Cherry.
We have a secret word here. Anyone remember that there's like a secret word on his show? And if you said it, everyone screamed and went, ah!
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I watched,
Ryan White.
plenty of Pee Wee Playhouse growing up.
I wasn't
I did
allowed to get
watch
the
it.
doll. My parents were like, no, he's an idiot. You're not getting the doll.
I mean, he was. That's his old style, though. So
Yeah. He was on Late Night with who's the new guy? NBC. Someone help me. I don't watch late night TV, so
I freaking despise late night TV. I think all of them are morons now.
well he
Yeah.
he was telling the story about how he came up with Pee Wee, and he was like, I was Pee Wee as a kid, and he's like, my younger sister had a tea set and she had wanting to do with it, so I had the tea set. And I'm just paraphrasing. And my dad was so cool, like he actually had the tea party with me. So it was just water, and I'd like fill it up with water. He's like, this is the Paul, this is the greatest tea I've had. I need more. And he'd go back. He's like, hold on, I'll get more. And he does this like, wow, this is the best tea I've ever had. He's like, all right, let me go get more. And then he comes back one time and he tells his dad, it's like, sorry, Dad, there's no more tea. He's like, what do you mean there's no more tea? It's like the toilet's empty.
Oh God!
He was a comedian that did cocaine in some movies with Cheech and Chong. Then he got caught masturbating, and then he bought himself back into Mystery Man. Basically, he got caught at that theater that was right near my school, my high school, my college.
Wow.
It was like 10 minutes away from my college.
Apparently, he's a collector of oddities too, which is I found interesting. He collects like just strange things.
Oh, really? That somehow I'm not surprised.
I mean, kind of lends itself into the vein of personality that you got there, Soda. You collect a lot of
No, like
things.
he's like way out there with strange things. So like it was. I'll have to
See,
find the
that's what
video.
I thought, Mojo.
It was an
so.
adult theater. Yeah, it was an adult theater. Yeah, I should have been more clear. Yeah, it was an adult theater.
But
I mean-
nobody ever says that. Like nobody ever clarifies that.
Really?
They just nobody's ever like everybody just it feels like everybody just wanted him to be a
Pee Wee.
creep.
Well, I mean, when you take Pee Wee and put him in a porn
Theater.
yeah. Of course,
just
now
want-
it's no big fucking deal, but back then it was a big deal. So
Well, there was no internet. Internet was new.
yeah, he
Wait,
wouldn't
then
have
why
to leave
was
his house
Lee arrested
nowadays.
for?
Shit.
Wait, then why was he arrested for building and showing a porno? I don't know.
He
I
got
don't know a lot about
arrested for masturbating in public.
Rio says it's been a while since I rubbed one out in public.
Been a
Wow.
couple weeks for me.
Well, I mean, the last time that you probably would have gotten away with that was when you were in uniform, huh?
Oh, that's not Rio.
That's not.
But yeah,
Sorry,
he got
barbecue
such
fingers.
a shit rap on all that. Like,
Yeah, that was horrible. Like, and he never recovered from it. Meanwhile, you have Michael Jackson diddling little boys at Neverland Ranch. You have Roman Polanski like raping girls and allegedly, right? And then you
Allegedly.
have all of Hollywood that are a bunch of pedophiles, but he gets arrested for jerking off in the theater.
And then you got like
it's
R.
so
Kelly.
Michael Jackson
Pete-
was never actually proven. Like nothing ever was proven. So
Well, there was eyewitness accounts from his housekeeper, and I won't go into a lot of detail, but his bedroom was a mess, and there was more than his underwear on the floor that was crusty.
Oh God.
That's direct testimony from a house cleaner. So there, in a court of law, he might have bought his freedom, but
yeah.
there's people that say otherwise, so we'll never really know one way or the other, to be honest.
No.
But Paul Rubens, I think, that was like kind of a big loss to my childhood, because I remember seeing the toys and the show and all that stuff. So rest in peace, sir.
Yep.
You gave a lot of kids smiles and stuff like that. So not like Roman Polanski, but in a good way.
Hey,
People like
Chaos, join the chat.
Chaos is here. What's up, Chaos?
Chaos is saying hi. Oh wait, you already said hi to him. Good job.
Yes.
Mhm.
We're going. Okay, we have trivia. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice tonight. I'm very kind of subdued. I don't know, for some reason I am, but whatever.
Did Oni have any input on this one?
Oh, Oni. Yes. Sorry, she's cooking too.
I didn't
so
watch any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Never
Was
seen
that-
it. Never watched it. Don't have any interest.
I mean, it's
Probably a
think
reason
that's
why
valid.
my parents never put it on the TV. So again, that's not me trying to shit on anybody. It's just
No, absolutely not.
if you
Is
were
it the fact?
to compare.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Oh, geez. You know
could-
what I like. That is a horrible sentence.
What
Anyway,
is-
it is,
Um,
and I feel like I can just deny that on your behalf, Soda.
but if you saw some of the stuff Badger and I grew up with, you would understand why Pee Wee Herman never showed up on our radar to watch, or our parents' radar to have us watch.
Yeah.
How about this? For starters, when I was a kid, I distinctly remember having a nightmare about Barney the Purple Dinosaur. Fuck that thing. But also, my parents apparently did not like it either. So, that works.
The Teletubbies must have been traumatic as well.
Don't
Making it
get me
better for
started on
Father Christmas.
Teletubbies.
Yeah, I figured that's in the same genre of Barney.
I think the show was called Out of the Box, and it was kind of like a TARDIS kind of thing where they would go in this, kind of tiny little building. It would actually be like this giant, like, classroom on the inside. It was actually pretty cool. We grew up with stuff like that, and when it came to comedy, it was things more along the lines of, Scooby-Doo,
right,
the live
Ticker.
actions.
Holy shit!
The live action Scooby-Doo's had just came out.
Barney.
Ticker,
is
I
the
approve that
Antichrist.
message. The Pink Panther with Steve Martin had come out.
Yeah, it's a little bit after before your time. I'm thinking that's what it
Definitely
sounds like to
before
me.
our time.
Yeah.
It was definitely before my time, but also the type of comedy isn't something that would really jive with my family. That's just not the way our humor tends to work.
I can tell.
I'm going to take a wild guess that people who like Pee Wee Herman also probably tend to like SpongeBob.
I wouldn't make that equivalence.
It just in the very fast-paced, very bombastic comedy. Because I wasn't allowed, but also SpongeBob just never really was something I could really stick with. Like, I understand the memes, but it's not something that was really fostered in our family. So it wouldn't. They seem to be in a similar vein to me.
I mean, I
but
can see
again-
that, but
I would give I'd quantify your statement there as far as the type of comedy that Pee Wee Herman was. It's a very slapstick type humor. It's it's
Definitely.
like if you look at the kind of things that Adam Sandler did and Mr. Bean did, and there was another one.
I didn't watch Mr. Bean. The only Adam Sandler movie I really remember was, I think it was Mr. Deeds, but like everyone knows that, and that's kind of a different style movie to my knowledge that he did.
And I'd say, like, I liked Pee Wee Herman, but only
Small amounts.
yeah, small amounts, small doses. Because my
makes
sense of
sense.
humor, I can jive with a lot of different types of sense of humors, or a lot of different.
Is that not in your vein?
I could say that very possibly. It's not exactly in my vein, but I appreciated it, and I did like it, but only, again, in small doses. It's kind of the same reason why I really absolutely loved The Simpsons, but in small doses. The same with
Yeah.
Family Guy in
We
small
were talking about
doses.
that the other night in chat about The Simpsons. Like, I think Soda and I were talking about, like, I can't watch The Simpsons in, like,
Yeah.
a couple of times in a row. Is that what the conversation was about?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
basically.
interrupt you, Hero, but I'm just
No, you're
agreeing
fine.
with you.
Yeah, it's just those types of things. While they're not my favorite brand of humor,
Right.
I do enjoy them, but as I said, small doses.
Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. You're watching Lagging Out Live. I am Joe or Chieftain.
Oh, Maya con
Here.
Dios. Maya says that was me you were talking to about The
NPR.
Simpsons.
Yes. I was talking to Maya about The Simpsons the other night. Yeah, Soda was there too. There was 3 of us, and you guys can actually join in these conversations. We kind of have. Sometimes we have pretty deep conversations. Sometimes it's just mainly dick jokes. But you guys can join us in our Discord chat. The link is below if you're watching us on Twitch. It's right there. You just click on Discord. You can just join there and join the insanity, as Susan Powder would say. Join the insanity.
I just had to prove I'm here. We
to
know
make
you're
that
here.
comment. Yeah, we know you're here. And we hope a speedy recovery to you, ma'am. Lady.
Oh, I hope you feel better. Don't know what's going on, but not my business. Hope you feel better.
Nope,
Come
she's
for the
just
dick
recovering, and that's all. Keep it like that.
Sir Chaos, that is a fact. Futurama did come back. There was a revival season recently, and it is all original voice actors. We had a video on it. Feels like a year and some change ago at this point. Yep. And there was a pretty big controversy that the original voice actor for Bender was not contacted for it, and enough people freaking showed out and in force and said that we will not watch it unless he is in it, and they made good on that promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
My shiny metal ass.
They kissed his shiny metal ass, didn't
They
they?
damn sure did.
I don't think he got any more money though. That's what I heard. And
How do you not bring back the original cast after a show wins 6 Emmys?
I know, right?
I mean, so
piece
many.
of shit.
Well, there's so many
Yep.
people who can do voices now. So
Why are there
but-
so many? Go ahead.
Sorry. Yes, I do agree with you. However, is that right now, especially, it feels like the voice actor market is flooded. And just because there are a lot of people who can mimic voices does not necessarily mean they can mimic the mannerisms and the tone of those voices. So
Yeah.
the only way I can really put it is that you have Ozzy Osbourne, and then you've got just a guy who plays guitar as a hobby. They can both play the same riff, but you're probably going to know which one's Ozzy Osbourne because he just knows. He shapes the sound. He puts the emphasis and the tone and the soul into the sound the way he wants to, but someone who doesn't know what they're looking for may not be able to as easily. It's kind of
Ozzy
like
Osbourne plays the guitar.
I don't know. Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
I know he
plays
bit a
guitar
bat
and
and then
sings.
somehow didn't die.
That's
Anyway.
a legend. That's not true.
I know. No, he fucking bit the bat. That wasn't a
sure
legend.
did.
He fucking bit the bat.
He thought it was a rubber bat because so many people threw them up on the stage before. They were rubber bats. And when he went to bite
Are
the
you
head off
sure?
of it, it was real.
Yes.
oh
Yes.
yeah,
It got him
Okay.
into a lot of trouble.
It sure
Okay.
I'm
did.
going to assume. I'm guessing Peter was part of it, but that's
People eating
kind of like
I
tasty
also-
animals.
Tuesday.
I'm pretty sure that he told PETA where they could stick it, but
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I would be more concerned for him
They could
because
suck on my tube
bats
steak.
do
Peter.
carry some crazy things. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Just look at the voice actor of Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mako was the original Iroh, but when just before he passed, he introduced his protege, I guess is the way to put it, as his successor for Iroh's voice. It sounds like Iroh in a lot of ways, but there are certain times where you go, oh, that's not exactly the same one. So yes, Mako
Okay.
voiced Aku and Iroh, Splinter in the 2007 movie of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, you can get close, but it may not quite be the same. But also, it's just a slap in the face of, oh, I'm just not going to hire that person.
Right.
Then why fucking bother putting in another season? It's not like it's a reboot. And by the way, don't reboot Futurama.
No.
Stop with the reboots, please. Don't worry, we'll get to those.
As a person that grew up with the original Jim Henson as Kermit the Frog and Mel Blanc as Bugs Bunny, when their kids actually did the voices and then their kids did the voices, it was never the same. But that's different. Like someone passes away and you have to pass the torch to somebody else to do the voice. That's different than saying, no, fuck you. I'm not going to have you in there because you cost too much money. And then everyone else like rallies around you. It's like, no, we're bringing him in there. That's kind of like what Friends did. They're like, no, we're all like negotiating together. It's like, no, we're bringing back Bender, the original voice, and that's going to happen. Now, with Rick and Morty, this guy got accused of something he didn't do, and now there's going to be a new voice of Rick in the cartoon. And me, Soda, and myself are pretty pissed about it.
Yeah,
with good reason.
And it's
like,
not cool. I agree with Oni 100% on this. Go ahead.
How are you gonna fire the dude that the one of the founders of the show that does half the freaking voices?
Yeah.
And
blasted too.
We fired him because he did all these horrible things, and then it gets proven in court that he did not.
I would sue them,
and they still don't fucking let him come back.
I'd sue Cartoon Network. Was it Zendrix Studios?
I don't even know.
Soda, do you read the credits at the end? Or am I the only idiot that does that? I think I'm the only idiot. I think it's Zendrix Studios.
You're not an idiot.
No.
Thank you. The only two. I think there's two studios that work on that short of the animation, and I can't remember. Okay, Maya reads them as well. I think there's two. I would sue the studios.
That's good reason.
For defamation, for wrongful termination, and I would top dollar sue their asses. Because if that was me and I was an animator and someone like messed up my livelihood, you bet your ass I'm suing the person, I'm suing the company, and I'm going public with it on Twitter, and Eric July is going to have me on his show.
Well, I mean, they're basically saying if you are implicated in something, allegedly having done something,
you're guilty until proven.
Even if it's proven in court, we don't fucking care. We will crucify you. I find that fucking heinous.
I think it's
That's
more heinous
why
than
no matter
that,
what.
though. I think it's more heinous than that, though. I think
it's the world we live in, unfortunately.
There was a very strong possibility that people that he worked with. Why does my camera keep doing that shit?
I know my Logitech does that shit too.
Well, it's Logitech, so what do you expect?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. No, you're fine. I think what it was, or what's probably closer to home is that he was difficult to work with, like one of those people that not like difficult to work with in a bad way, but difficult to work with in such a way that he was a strict boss. I think that was what was going on, and they were looking for an excuse to cut him somehow. And they couldn't justify doing it before. And then they just use this as a convenient excuse to do it. And then they're just not looking back.
That's what they're doing to me in the court with the indictments.
100%.
It's fake news. No. Get rid of you. It's horrible. That's the world we live in, Soda. Oh, I don't like you.
For a second there, so I don't know what you just said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I hit my mic by accident. I'm getting so into it because I'm not NPR anymore. I'm going to turn into Rage Chieftain. No, it's bullshit that we live in a world like that because someone tried to do that to us last year for no reason, and they played the recording on their own Twitch which they're not allowed to do, and said that we were body shaming them when we're like Soda and I were critiquing the photo, not the person. And then all of a sudden all these people come to our aid, like this person's stupid, this person is acting like they're better than everyone else because they're a partner, and we survived it, but which means we're uncancelable, so she can go fuck herself. But she can go eat limes. But
well, if she did that, she might sue herself for rape or something.
And God forbid. But it's horrible that we live in a world like that where you can't express a certain thing, or you could flat out lie about somebody and ruin their career. And
it's
Johnny,
proven in the court of law.
Mm-hmm. Right, Johnny Depp. The Johnny Depp case.
Me.
Yeah.
One of Johnny Depp's biggest accusers is facing the karma train right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what they say about karma?
So,
Go ahead.
Dan Wooten is being accused of, with like serious allegations and evidence to back it up. He's being accused of blackmailing blackmailing male gay men into doing compromising things on video.
Oh, gee.
And using his companies to pay hush money to people who found out.
Oh my God.
Yep.
You know, every time I fucking hear that shit,
just watch porn.
It just
right.
It makes me so disgusted. Not just because I just generally hate humans, but the fact that you are purposely preying upon people because you feel so entitled to them, like they're just pieces of meat, and that you feel so untouchable, and that it makes me just wish for vengeance. Okay, look, on a serious note,
good Lord.
For example, on a super serious note, I'll make it very short.
Back. Finally.
Lori Vallow is going to be serving several life sentences.
Good.
I'm fucking glad.
I love this.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the guy better do the same. Honestly, they better not put him up for execution, because if he's going to get executed, I want her executed too. But that's the level of vengeance I have. That is the type of person I am. I'm not a good Christian. Never said I was.
Samuel L. Jackson would you should just replace Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. You'd see Oni. Exile 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. And just her going through the whole thing. And then it's take out our flamethrower. No gun. Flamethrower. And
no. Let me explain to you the line that I think I most embody. Oh,
real quick, and then we can do the trivia question.
Kind of torn. I'm going to change one word only because it really does get to me personally. Yeah. I don't remember asking you a motherfucking thing. That's my response to anyone who says, hey, maybe you shouldn't drink so much coffee. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Who in the fuck would ever come after you for drinking quote unquote too much coffee? Seriously, there is no fucking such thing as too much coffee.
I'm going to call them out. It's someone who enjoys mellow yellow. Shut the fuck up. No. Ooh. You drink water. Yeah, it's you.
Here's my response.
Yells at the chat, drink water, me?
No, it's a particular someone. Yeah, Mr. Mellow Yellow.
Here's my response to too much coffee.
Hey, I want that mug, or I'll take the skulls of my enemies. You drink water in the form of mellow yellow. That doesn't fucking count. Yes, I read ingredients labels.
Somehow I knew that was who you were talking to.
Yeah.
Why would this be? The only reason why he knows he can get away with it is because he knows I'll at least post some pre-dank memes.
This mug.
The more coffee you drink, the more awesome. That's a huge cup of coffee, man. That's
a novelty
huge.
Thing from.
That is huge. I'm compensating for a little wiener. It's huge.
But that's a novelty gift that I got one Christmas from my dad. Apparently, I did not fall too far from the tree because he is also addicted to coffee.
We have to find.
I'm not addicted. I can quit anytime I want. I just choose to die faster.
We should get Oni a skull mug, a big one, like a crystal skull or a regular big white mug with a skull and says "enemy" on the side, and just give it to Oni. So there's your new coffee mug, Oni. I know,
that would be fucking awesome.
Beam and Bandit was drinking. Was he doing cappuccino? What was she drinking? Soda? Was she drinking cappuccino or
Who?
espresso? Bandit, Beeman Bandit.
Oh
When we're
god.
watching.
Espresso.
Her and 4B were drinking like they have an espresso machine, not a cappuccino machine, Oni. And like they came in, this thing like was huge. I mean, not huge, but it looked really good. It was like caramel cappuccino. I'm not sure if you're into that, but it looked
Not
really good.
really.
I'm not. Yeah.
But I will say, you know what did come out in stores recently?
What's that?
Pumpkin spice, bitches!
Oh,
God.
International
time-
Delight has the superior pumpkin spice. I will fight anyone with that. Partly because it doesn't
It's
tear my stomach
summertime.
up.
It's not even fall. Well, that might be your housewarming gift or something. I don't.
Fucking argument. Look, I get Baja Blast season overlapping with pumpkin spice season. I know some people, have the, oh my gosh,
That's
you're a
your
basic
Christmas.
bitch. You probably wear Uggs. No, I don't.
Basic.
It's the fact that I love pumpkin pie. It's a comfort food. It tastes amazing. It has a great spice flavor. And pumpkin is actually very good for you as long as you're not allergic to pumpkins. So
It makes you poop.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Which also means it's spooky, scary skeletons time, guys.
Welcome to Laggin Out Live, guys. If you guys are new to our podcast live here, I was going to say I'm Soda. Wow. I'm Chieftain.
Wow.
Hey,
I'm not
for
that
once he's not calling me Soda.
I call everybody. I called
he-
Maya Soda last
Yeah, I was
night.
gonna say he mixed me and Maya up last night. How the fuck is that even
How is
possible?
that a fucking thing? They have
My-
like eight,
my
they have
brain
like
doesn't-
8 octaves of voice tone between the
What?
two of them.
What
My
the
brain
fuck?
doesn't fire right. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't fire right. Like it's something. It doesn't. There's a
It's-
disconnect there.
It's the evidence of your summer.
There you go. That probably is. In hell, please welcome Blacklight Oni. Bottom, he's very blue, but very happy. He is Hero the IT guy. To the right is
I guess the purple's
Soda
not
Pop, the
showing
only
through, right?
host that runs at 60 frames a second. Soda Pop. And right below everyone is our guest host, the Mariner. You want to check him out on Kick as well as YouTube, right? YouTube and Twitch under Deep Dive Gaming, all one word.
And
Can
there's
you
a
pl-
shout out for my good buddy there.
There we go. We always want to shout him out. We want to make sure he gets like 1,000 people when he streams. And he also streams for us on Thursdays at 7:30
I do.
Eastern times. So you want to check him out there. He
Playing
is
some
playing
Monster
Monster
Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah.
Ice
and
World, Iceborne.
he had a special guest on last night. I think it was Blacklight Oni. So that must have been a fun stream.
No,
No, I was just in the chat.
YouTube.
Oh, you were moderating, but you were still there.
Yeah.
So, but
She will be on my channel eventually. We got to work out some
Dun, dun,
scheduling.
dun.
She's got to get more than 4 hours of sleep a night. That girl got to sleep. She's like, oh, I'm going to go bake some bread. It's 5 a.m.
Sleep is for the weak. Welcome to insomnia.
See, I wish you were my neighbor. That way he's like, here, I have like some bread for you, Chieftain. I'm like, you're amazing, Oni.
Well, it would start
That's kinda
out
what I
with,
do
what the
for
fuck are you
coworkers.
doing here at midnight? Shut up and eat bread. Shoves it in your mouth.
It's like, you're Italian, Chieftain. Here's some bread. Shut up. Okay? I'm sorry. Oni, can you do me a solid favor? Can you please read this trivia question for me? Because I'm afraid I'm going to fuck this up.
Oh,
So-
you will.
Be
Sure.
greatly
I wanted-
appreciate if you could do it for us.
I've wanted to hear her pronounce these names for the past 20 minutes.
Me
Oh,
too. I've been
Boy, this
wanting.
should be fun. Let me see if I can just bring up that one. Okay. Oh,
I thought you knew the names, so.
Oh,
she
okay.
does.
Yep. Onis and
You-
Badger's cats are named Ponyo, Chi, and A. Huzma Futsit,
Hmm.
Michelangelo, or Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen.
Wow.
I will let you decide.
Can you do that last one more time?
Yeah, please do that last one again. That was amazing.
Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen.
Wow.
This is that term is a callback to Markiplier way back in the day. I don't remember the
okay.
clip, but he used it. Michelangelo is Badger's favorite Renaissance artist and her favorite turtle, of course. Huzma
Right.
Futsit
Many people's
is
favorite
a-
turtle.
phrase that was used growing up, usually by my dad, sometimes by our grandfather, but usually by our dad. So Huzma Futsit is a nice way to say whoever the fuck that is. I won't vote because I obviously would be cheating because I know the cats. So
Rogue
And
penguins
they're
in a lot of different areas. Go ahead.
There's penguins all over the
so
place.
I love penguins.
pretty
He's
much.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love
all
bitches.
the cats have a particular name for a very particular reason. And what's funny is that all but one of them have a nickname that's longer than their actual name. Don't ask why. It's just a thing. So yeah, Ponyo's the eldest. She is the youngest. But the trivia question cat is the middle child.
Oh,
Technically,
gotcha.
looks like Ponyo. Those two are both tuxedo cats. She looks actually like a cat of mine who passed away last year that wound up being basically my dad's buddy. So rest in peace, Yin Yang. So
Yeah.
she
The
became
I'll
the
one-
vote
last
for your
cat.
answer.
This-
Thank you, Taryn Death, for the poll. Appreciate it.
This middle cat, middle
Yes.
child. I
The other
remember
ding
this
dong.
one well. Probably the derpiest of derpiest cats
The
I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen.
We sometimes say he has a pinhead because he kind of has a weird shaped head. He's a dork. All of my pets, in some way, shape, or
He
form,
looks
are
like
dorky.
Beetlejuice.
The only normal pet is the snake.
Penguin says C. Penguin, I didn't forget
Everyone
about
says
doing
C.
your reaction video. Helping you do a reaction video. Summer is crazy for me. Also, we might. I know she's interested in doing another collab stream because it was funny the first time, and we were like crying, laughing. And I have a clip of Rogue Penguin going. It's like, I'm so nervous. I haven't played with Chieftain. I have that performance anxiety. I'm like, no, like everyone says we suck, and then the other guy goes, I suck, and I go, hey guys, hold my beer. I'm probably the worst player in here. So there was like 4 of us streaming, and we're all trying to hold court with our own respective chats. And so it's like
Man.
we're trying to like it feels like we were trying to outdo each other, but we weren't. We were just like enjoying the company. It was really funny. So Penguin is awesome to stream with, and she's a really good streamer. She's a variety streamer, I would say, right, guys?
Yeah. pretty
No,
much.
so she does a lot, and then she does a lot of YouTube videos as well. And she does her promotions are so good. She's like, she does that little what's poppin' penguins. He goes, does that little pop thing. I don't know how
And
she does it. It's awesome.
She likes hot nuts too.
Okay, wow.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Penguin, you and I
Peanuts,
gotta do a
not-
spicy challenge.
Peanuts, not. That
No,
doesn't sound right. either.
I told Penguin that you should have someone tip like $20 for that stuff.
Yeah.
Like totally like make someone pay for that because you're paying for it later in the toilet.
Oh,
I've been known to go as far as Carolina Reaper and be all right. So
I just realized that guy has the tattoos of what Oni thinks all the time. Always tired.
I just this topic. Oh my
Right,
God.
Oni? Aren't you
A
always tired?
tattoo?
No, you're like you're
Yeah,
tired.
but-
You're always tired. Not the tattoo itself, but
Oh, yeah. Because I'm like, what? Why the fuck would I get that tattooed on my face?
No.
You can just
What-
look at my face and know that.
you can't tell with you. You're like you
All
got
right,
that
Ghost.
like
You
poker
have
face.
a good one, dude. Try and keep your head up.
yeah.
good night,
good.
Ghost.
Yeah. May the force be with you. And what is it? Luck. What forever being your favorite? What's the Mockingjay thing? What was that?
Oh.
May the odds
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Thank you. Yeah.
In stereo, even.
There we go. Stereo even.
Mhm.
Made odds. Yeah. So Post Malone, like this is like when I pitched this, everyone was like all a ceremonial groan. Ugh. Right?
Well, my initial groan
Pretty
was
much.
one, it was Post Malone, and two, this fucking card should not fucking exist. But hey, let's let everybody else have their piece before I have a rage splurge out all over it.
Now this is a Magic the Gathering card. I know that. It looks like a Lord of the Rings ring. I know
As
that.
it is.
I know it's a 1 of 1 because it says it on the card. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know another thing, he paid too much fucking money for a piece of cardboard. I know that. Is there anything else to this story? What's that?
2.8 million.
2.8 million. And Soda is a card dealer, so
Yes.
he would
Soda,
probably have a
please
lot
lead.
more than everyone else. So
This
Please lead, Soda.
this one's even hard for me just because it's different. It was like Luka Doncic, his card, one of his cards have sold for upwards of 4 million, but this card makes no fucking sense. Like, why? I don't even think you can play it. Like, you can't even read it. So, I mean, yeah, it's a one-on-one, but one-on-ones are not that. How do I explain? It's hard to put a price tag on one-on-one. So I don't know what Post Malone was thinking. I'm not gonna bitch if Post Malone comes to me and say, "Hey, I want to buy a card for $3 million."
right.
But this is unheard of for a Magic card. I don't think even, graded 10 Lotus, that I don't even think those even get close to that. So,
and they probably don't have their value that they used to anymore anyways, because they reprinted that shit in that fucking specialty pack, didn't they?
Right. I don't understand this. This to me also blew my mind. Like, what the fuck? I mean, but I saw it. It was cool. The guy, when he pulled it, there's a little video. He's literally fucking shaking, which I probably would too if, I knew it was that much money. But it's like, he got to meet Post Malone, which was cool. He was crying. I mean, it changed his life. And this can happen in the card industry. You can pull a card that can change your life. But this one, I'm kind of dumbfounded on.
To quote Tyrion Death here, you cannot play any cards in a tournament because that are in different languages if you cannot read them. It says the rules state specifically that if you cannot read it, you cannot use it. If you do not have a translation for it, you cannot use it.
Is that Elvish?
It is. It is the One Ring from Lord of the Rings.
I hate that I know that.
And he got it graded.
Well,
I don't
Lord
know.
of the Rings is so iconic. Like,
I know.
It was graded.
I mean, it makes sense in the lore. Sauron was said to have been an elf or spoke Elvish and, fell to the dark.
Trying to see what it graded.
Yeah, you can. If it's Elvish, it can be translated. So if you can technically translate it, then you can play the card, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's graded. It got a 9 grade. So.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's a no then?
I just find this, first of all, the Post Malone. I don't have a lot of respect for a lot of celebrities out there. Post Malone isn't necessarily an exception. There are a few celebrities out there that I think are very down to earth and probably more human than some people that I know. But it's Post Malone, and two, I have lost so much respect for Magic the Gathering and Wizards of the Coast over the last 2 years of our channel's existence, just due to the bullshit that they have pulled. And this is another one of those levels of absolute grade A horse pucky bullshit. Horse
Wash
shit.
your mouth.
Like,
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
just they crossed over Lord of the Rings with
Whoa, dude.
Magic the Gathering, and it is.
Well, I wonder, Hero.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
I believe they're doing a Transformers one. So are they going to have a one-on-one? What is it called?
Oh, well, like a Unicron or Omnicron or something?
Yeah. Or Terrasag. Is it Terrasag? No, that's not it. I lost it. But yeah, whatever created the, Transformers.
Tyrion Death clarifies no in this instance, being that it has no printed translation, as it is the only copy ever made. There is no legal translation according to the rules. So effectively, the card is useless as anything other than a collector's item. And in a game, a card game, where the cards are meant to be played as part of the game, it really serves absolutely no purpose.
No.
Kind of like Wizards of the Coast.
Kind of like an
This is-
appendix.
But if it's
No,
graded,
that one's still up for debate.
Okay.
there's no way you could play a graded card anyway. So
So, Oni and Mariner, do you have input? And then
Giggity.
Chieftain can offer input at the
already
end
did.
and then move into the next topic.
I already put in my input. I'm good.
Oni?
But Mariner,
Mariner,
he
you can go first. You're the
can
guest.
go Mar-
Okay, so
Oh,
I-
wow. That's not Mariner.
that's not me.
whoa.
Hold on a second.
While he fixes that, I will talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
So to me, this seems nothing more than just a stunt and a flex. Someone who has too much money, or at least doesn't have any good practical use for that amount of money, is going to go into a shop and be like, I will buy this card because I can, and because it will get people talking about me for doing so.
He's Post Malone. Drake does this. Drake does this too, by the way, guys. He will buy hundreds of $1,000s worth of cards and open them live. So, and I know Troy Aikman's has spent a ton of money on high-end cards. So,
What do they even do with them when they're done? Like, what?
they just put them in their collection, bang them on the wall. You know, like whatever they do with them. I don't know.
I found his name.
I mean, I guarantee if I got
That's
that
me.
card, that would be gone. And the second I pulled it. So,
Yeah, but don't you have like a shit ton of cards anyway?
oh yeah, I don't even want to count, but none of that nature. I mean, even the Otani 101.
Explain to the non-sport people who Otani is.
Please.
Probably
Shohei Otani.
is probably. If anybody knows Babe Ruth, hopefully everybody knows Babe Ruth. He's
like the next Babe Ruth.
He's basically a Asian version of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, he plays both sides of the baseball, meaning he pitches and he hits, and he might break the American League baseball record, and he's a really good pitcher as well. So he's breaking records,
Right. He's crazy.
pitching and hitting. The guy's a beast. The guy's going to make $500 million next year at some team.
But even when his card came out, the 101 super refractor is what we call them, and that brand, I think they were offering $100,000 for it if it came back perfectly graded. So I don't know where this Magic card got its value from. He's probably lost a shitload of money on this card in the long run. So it's like
he don't care.
Mariner said he's saying I have bigger balls than you, basically. So
Or at least a bigger wallet.
well,
Rogue says the only card I have ever collected were Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
well, I mean the original
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
To be fair, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Magic the Gathering would effectively be the godfather of card gaming, card gaming.
Let's put it this way. I pulled a 101 of the top UFC fighter autographed, and I sold it for like 7,500. So can you 7,500 compared to 2.8 million?
Pulled that?
Oh yeah. I pulled a couple.
It's like, oh yeah,
There's
that's
nothing.
nothing.
I had a Roman Reigns too, 101.
Damn.
Sold that.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I mean those were like $4,000 to $8,000 cards. So, and I'd rather invest in them than a fucking that card. Like, what the fuck?
Come on.
Wow.
What
I didn't
do
know
you
they
want?
had
Oh God.
cards like that.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, everything has 101s in it, and if you get somebody that's good, yeah, it's worth quite a bit of money. So, like Luca, I told you Luca's 101 flawless rookie. No, it's
Luca,
NC
who's
rookie.
that? You can't just mention they don't know sports, dude.
Sorry,
they don't know sports. You got to
Luka-
explain it.
Luca
I don't
sorry.
know sports ball.
is a star for the Dallas Mavericks. He's a basketball player, so
He's a beast.
his
We got a
101
thunderstorm rolling through, so she's scared.
$4 million. But then again, I think the guy turned around and sold it 2 years later for 2.8. So he lost 1.2 million in a year. Like it's fucking just
Wow.
insane that people throw that kind of money around. But yeah, there's stuff that you can pull that'll change your fucking life. But it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
This is crazy.
And everybody
Here's
knows
my number.
Michael Jordan doesn't even put anything out anymore.
Who's Michael Jordan?
Oh
Everybody,
God.
if people don't know Michael Jordan, they can just Kiss my shiny metal ass, as Oni says.
Go kick rocks.
They can go in the suicide booth.
Oh my god. That's a great reference.
That is a good reference. They're trying to lick me.
But yeah, our industry is crazy. In fact, my rep has been texting me like, I've never, because he doesn't do sports. He does Magic and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Right.
he's like, I didn't know there was cards like this. He's on YouTube, like watching videos. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that dude. I know that dude. And I told him, I was like, I'll send you some free shit. He's like, I can't take any gifts. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, let me kiss your ass, please. Like, but
I can't take any gifts. I'll take gifts.
my other rep sure didn't fucking care.
Animated gifts.
He took his autographed picture of, who the fuck did I send him? Somebody from Star Trek when he played in
wow.
7 of
Jean-Luc
9.
Picard.
he played, well, I sent him one of those too. Actually, I sent him a record that had Picard and what's his face? Anyway, it was a really rare record, both autographed. So he didn't mind taking that. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, oh, that one's good. Fuck you. The other one's a shit.
And the other guy played in The Simpsons. Was one of the Star
I'm being
Trek
scared.
guys. So.
Apu?
No. It was
it-
actually a Star Trek. He's a Star Trek fan, so it was one of the Star Trek guys. It might have been the gay one. Who's
No, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
George
There's a
Takei.
gay Star Trek
Yeah, yeah.
person?
yeah.
Yeah, George.
No, there's a
Takei.
gay actor who played.
Oh,
a
George
Star Trek
Takei.
person.
Oh, yeah.
No, not
yeah.
yeah. I don't think there's actually.
Oh, my.
Yeah, him right there. Yeah.
He's pretty
Ooh.
funny. I will not
Yeah.
deny that. He is pretty funny.
It's like, this is the Howard Stern show.
I forgot he was in Avatar: The Last
Tsunami.
Airbender and a few other things too. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
Oh,
You
Joe, you're
think-
correct. That card will never be played,
It-
and it'll probably never be seen again. Like honestly, until he dies, and then it'll probably sell for, like I said, nothing. Just saying.
Change his tattoo to always dead and take his card.
I mean, it's just, and I don't think he needs the clout. So I don't. But this, like
No.
I said, this happens a lot with celebrities. Drake, like I said, Aikman. Troy Aikman, sorry. Dallas Cowboys superstar, one super
Quarterback, yeah.
Yeah.
The last time they won a Super Bowl in 94, he was the
Forgot.
quarterback.
Me and Joe are the only sports nerds that actually
Yeah.
know other shit other than.
Is that like a real term, sports nerds?
What an idiot?
Yeah.
I'm just saying we know sports and we know all this
Yeah.
other shit. So
Once we're done with the summer, we'll do a sports talk show like on a Sunday, because that way, like, it doesn't bother anyone else's stream schedule.
all right.
We'll do it on a Sunday and just talk
What
about
the
the trade, the MLB trade deadline, and how and our predictions for the playoffs this year. And then, like, if Hero or Oni have trouble sleeping, they'll just turn that on and they're like, "Oh, you're talking about."
All right. I mean, yeah, I even know D&D. I just, it's just.
Yeah, I like the illustrations of the cards themselves, but not sure how they're played.
Sorry, I got to answer this over on
Oh, that's fine.
Kick.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about
Badger
Kick.
said I liked Cowboys, so I guess that means we're gonna have to break up. So
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry about
no.
that.
Here we go again.
I'm gonna have to have a coming to Jesus moment with Soda and Badger again.
She just said what? Yeah.
If
I
I'm
like
the one, like I'm mentally compromised as well, and if I am the mediator between those two, that's fucking scary.
I'm just immediately reminded of the Grand Theft
But
Auto
she,
meme.
we pick on her. If she's a Cowboys fan, she's gonna get picked on 100 times more with my family. So I'm just saying.
She just be quiet about it. Like when when I was on Rogue Penguin, and she was, and I told her I nicely requested her not to wear her New England Patriots jersey.
And then she did
I
it
was
anyways.
nice about it, and all of a sudden I see some deflated footballs and that jersey up there, and I'm just like, I knew she was gonna do it. I'm putting on my Giants hat. No, but it was fun. But I give Penguin the business too, but she can take it.
Yeah.
I think she's going up there to visit. I had the opportunity to go to a Red Sox game up there, but I couldn't get a ride to the stadium because I was in the sticks. It was like a Yankees Red Sox game, and I was gonna wear my Yankee stuff in Fenway Park because you know what, Chieftain's always looking for a fight, right? I did that at the Oakland Coliseum too. Like I was wearing all Yankee gear at the A Stadium, and it's like those fans aren't so bad, but the rich kid Anaheim Angel fans are the worst. So
Are you sure?
yeah, like
Have you
I
have you ever been to a Sox and a Cubs game?
my parents have been to a Sox game and it wasn't that bad. They didn't.
I would. Oh, wow.
Well, it was a Yankees Sox game and it wasn't that bad. They would rib them, but it was like a family thing, so they weren't really getting a lot of shit.
By
But
the
if
way,
I'm there and I'm like vodka and cranberried out and I'm 3 deep, then forget it. There's gonna be a fight.
I'm just gonna tell you, I've been to a Sox and Cubs game. No, not the game. I've been on the trains leaving downtown Chicago
that's different, dude.
after the Sox and Cubs games.
yeah, no, thank you.
Oh my god, the shit that you see.
Everyone,
What the
like,
fuck were you thinking?
like stray dogs have guns in Chicago, bro. So you're not gonna say anything there.
Now, what was I thinking? I was trying to get home from work because I worked in downtown
Wow.
Chicago at the time.
Oh, okay. I wore a Patriots jersey to a Miami Dolphin game, and I felt so uneasy. Was it like when when Brady was playing? Because Miami fans are pussies. So
Whoa.
I'll say that out loud. I'll say it to a fan. They are. They're not like Eagles fans are fucking the worst. Or
Yeah.
Philadelphia teams, guys. They are the worst humans. Like they are the epitome of garbage humans. Like Amber Heard, like to the second degree. That's how bad they are. Like they like burn down their own cities in Philadelphia when they win or lose.
Right.
It doesn't matter which, like if it's hockey, football, or baseball. Like they actually grease the light poles, so they won't climb it and tear down the light poles. It was maybe 12. I was maybe 12, so I was scared.
Oh, well,
yeah,
you're
well,
little.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
You're little,
Girl. Ain't
so,
nobody
yeah.
gonna mess with you.
12.
Unless
So it's
they're
like you're only like 4 inches taller now. So like Penguin, I
Good
mean,
Lord.
she's like a little thing. So she's a sports chick, so she could hold her own.
Whoa,
I
dude.
can't remember what she said she played.
Oh, dude.
Soccer. She said she played soccer.
Bitch.
Bitch. No, I wouldn't fuck with Penguin. She's badass. So she's like one of them jock girls. You don't want to mess with jock girls.
Yeah, she might kick you in the shins.
She's like athletic and shit. She kicked my ass. Anyways,
Yeah, she might kick you in the shins, and just because she's short doesn't mean it won't hurt. Holy fuck!
No.
Soccer girl kicking full swing shins.
You
Yeah.
might bite an ankle
She won't
like
stop
Oni.
at just the shins.
oh, she's 5'2". She's 5'2".
Oh,
5'2" is.
I don't know. That's is Oni taller or shorter than that? Taller
Taller.
or shorter? Oni, are you taller than that
I'm
or
about-
shorter than that?
5'5".
I'm about 5'2" on average.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh my god, that's like the tag team from hell. There, you don't want to fuck with those two.
How are you 5'2" and your sister's 5'5"? That's weird.
Because we're not identical twins.
I know.
Yeah.
She probably ate part of you, I'm guessing.
No, she just got better genes.
Bigger jeans. Taller jeans.
Huh?
Taller.
Good lord.
She wears taller jeans. Never
That's
mind.
Horrible. Yeah, that's bad. That didn't work.
No. It was in the delivery.
Wah,
I messed
Yeah,
up the
you need to-
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
because you were trying to get a leg up on the competition.
There it is. The clip worked that time, Oni. Thank you. Can you do the
Yeah.
cow thing again? Can we redo the cow puns again?
Oh,
I can get this
The moment has passed.
No, we've moved on.
Oh, thank you.
They've heard it all.
Oh,
by the way- This is my new avatar I'm teaching class with.
oh, that's great. We're not allowed to. Oh,
You're
you
trying to
can't.
scare all the kids away, huh?
No, we got a new
Good.
thing now. We can't show any tattoos. We can't have different hair color that isn't natural. yeah, it's bullshit. So this is not natural, or and I have tattoos on my face.
I'd
So
be
it's perfect.
so much
You're Post
trouble.
Malone.
I mean, kind of. Yeah. This is the
I mean,
avatar I've been waiting for them to
You're
put out for
teaching
years.
graphic design. It's like,
Right.
makes 0 sense. Go ahead.
I mean, I
Give us a
understand some of what they're talking about.
Tipping the
Here
cow.
you go, Chief. Tipping the cow. Cheeky smiley face.
Oh, nice.
It
How did it do that?
I think he picked the voice to text thing.
I didn't
Oh,
know
that's
you could.
amazing. Go ahead, Oni.
Text to voice, sorry.
So I understand to an extent
Yeah.
because it's just the very super duper conservative traditional workplace that people are accustomed to. I personally will play by whatever rules will get me to where I need to go or want to go. Hence why I've worn wigs to work. Depending on the workplace I was at, I would wear a wig to cover my dyed mohawk.
Really?
But yeah.
I think you said that a long time ago. I think you mentioned that a long time ago.
Because I haven't had to. I haven't had to wear it in years at this point.
It's like that
not
bowl
that many
cut
years.
thing, right? Like, remember is that from Halloween, or is it just a different wig I'm thinking
A
of?
bob. It was a
Sorry.
bob.
Bob. I didn't know what it was called. Sorry. I don't know
wasn't
what
a
that was
Joe,
called.
It was a Bob.
Right. It wasn't a Neil. It was a Bob.
It wasn't a Henry, it was a Bob.
Right. Sorry.
So-
I don't know the names of that stuff. Sorry, Oni.
That's fine. But at the same time, people who are in the arts industry, there's a way to be professional. Doesn't mean you have to, get your tattoos removed. And with all due respect, I understand wanting to cover up certain tattoos or, maybe not have all the piercings in at once, but they're going to see it out there. They probably have some of
Bless
them.
you.
And if you say, oh, well, you have to look a certain way, you are eliminating a lot of your possible professor pool. And not only that, in this economy, you're with this culture going on, you're going to limit that? Okay, whatever floats your boat.
It's a
Your
buyer's
boat won't be
market,
floating
Oni.
for long.
Ask Maya.
The what?
Apparently, when Maya goes to campus, she literally has to
Give us
cover
a
up
fucking.
everything because her tattoos go all.
Yeah, but
the way through.
thing is that if you're
Thank
trying
you
to
so
get
much,
people
Penguin.
hired,
That's so sweet. Thank
You're
you for the
try-
10 biddies. Go ahead,
you're trying to get people in the door, but you're going to
Right.
close the door on people. You're not helping yourself. So
Yeah.
whatever, not my problem. I find it silly, especially because it's an arts related field.
Yeah.
If you're going to teach anyone anything, you should teach them
Give us
how
a
to
fucking.
be professional. Like simple ways to be well groomed, well kept. Whether it's if you've got an afro, how to make sure that thing looks nice. You've got nails, make sure that they're neatly trimmed. Don't, how to tie a tie, something like that. That is how you look professional. It's not about what tattoos you do or do not have. I don't give a fuck.
I have
I
to
care about
blur
it
my
'cause it's a
background
job.
too. If your background's considered distracting, you have to blur your
He's
background.
got the American flag, so that would be.
Yeah, they're offended by the American flag.
So
No, I'm just
stupid.
kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now
That's
they
the
are
sad part.
Mormons, so
Are they?
yeah.
Who's
They
Mormon?
wouldn't be offended by the American
The
flag.
people
That's
who own
ridiculous.
our school are
Yeah.
are Mormons. Yes.
This might sound pretentious. I have turned down opportunities because they told me that I had to cover my tattoos.
Oh, I was told that when I was younger, and I'm just like, we could have him out unless we had a big wig coming in. They're like, wear your cover up shirt. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that
But
was
when we
that
were
was
kids, it was different.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Gen
I mean,
Xers.
Give us a fucking.
I'll be I'll be completely honest. Before my college years, before my
I
college
think we got a
years,
hype train.
I was
Woo.
told
Do
many
we?
times that
Think
tattoos
so.
and piercings
Hype train, guys. Wow. Thank you.
I've been told many times, or had been at that point before I made it to college, that tattoos and piercings were unacceptable in the workplace, and they were going to get you disqualified. And then by the time I had gotten out of college, I had already basically determined for myself that that is not true anymore. In fact, by the time I'd gotten out of college, I was walking around, and 99% of the people that did have piercings and tattoos in the professional environment happened to be veterans.
Well,
and who's going to tell a veteran no?
Here's a good one
At
too,
least
man.
at that time.
I mean, here we literally just had a training video where she wore a pink wig to tell us that we can't have pink hair. Like, what the fuck is
like that is so
okay.
So like
that's
80s.
hypocrisy.
Exactly.
I hate hypocrisy.
Thank you.
Yes. That is something I will not stand. You don't want your employees to do something, but you're going to do it yourself.
Right.
Fuck no. Go fuck yourself. That's stupid. You should be the epitome of what I should be aspiring to. If you can't reach that, you have failed.
Exactly.
That's it.
Plus, when they hired us, this was never brought up. So, like,
Right. I like it when Oni's mad at other people and not me.
Miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
So I'm gonna teach with this avatar and see how long it is till I get in trouble. So.
Oh my god!
like see, in all seriousness, like that is in my not so humble opinion, because I'm not gonna shy away from the statement. That is such an 80s policy, like that kind of a policy.
Even 90s maybe, but nowadays, no way, no. Tattoos are just normal now. Oh, Maya.
Maya said it's all more acceptable now for sure, but with the school Chief and Soda work for, it's run by a very conservative family. Not an excuse, certainly, but if you refuse to get with the times, you can't be surprised that you can keep staff.
Can't keep staff, but yeah.
Well, it's like I was trying to say before. It's a buyer's market. Employers can't put asses in seats, so you don't want to. You got to be a little bit more liberal with
I
your
think
policy, but it's their school; they can do what they want. So, if it was my school, I wouldn't give a shit what you were. If you identified as a goddamn giraffe, but was the best teacher I had, I don't give a shit.
Right.
So that's just the way it is. But
if you're a lemon,
I would 100% say that I both agree and disagree with that statement, Chief.
Of course,
I think it depends on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I think it 100% depends on the field.
The creative field, though.
If you go,
what would the field be that you would not expect tattoos to be seen in? Like,
no. I'm not talking from that perspective, Soda. I'm actually saying because he made the statement of it's a buyer's market. You can't be upset if you can't put butts in seats to fill positions because it's a buyer's market. I think it's very subjective based on the career fields.
Yeah,
you're not like.
Yeah,
IT is a little bit of a flooded market right now, but depending on the specialty, they're in very high demand. It's a buyer's market. But if you're looking for help desk people, they're looking to pay you maybe 30 to 45 grand a year, and they can pick and choose their policies.
More than we make now.
That is a lot more than we make.
Go work at Best Buy and make more money.
That is 30 to 45 grand a year is
not a lot of money. Yes, we know.
And then you wonder why
fucking entry level
hero. And you wonder why I can't tip on my own stream. That's why I didn't want to say it, but
I don't wonder, Chief. I never asked. It's not my fucking business.
No, and I appreciate you for that's why I love you. But I always feel like I should tip my own stuff so that way. But I need to like pay for my car.
The hilarious thing about it is the reason I do it on the stream to spark activity is because
I feel bad.
A great person set that example years ago when I first joined Laggin Out.
Me? Oh wait, no.
Who's that person?
That great person happens to go by the handle Chieftain XI.
Oh, me. Oh, it's a compliment. Okay, I'm not used to those. Thank you. Yeah, I
Give us a fucking.
I always try to. Thank you, Soda. I always take the slings and arrows, but I know it's hard for me to take credit for stuff. But yeah, I try
Give
to
us a fucking.
be less of a dick. Now you can flick them off the screen. Now flick them off. I tried to give Mariner an assist there.
Smack me.
Speaking of Mariner, we've been trying to get to the segment for about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
the Mariner reviews Sim Settlements. And just give me the cue when you want me to play the videos for you, sir.
No problem. Okay, so for those of you who are following me on Twitch or YouTube, you know what this game is. For those not, I will give you some education. So Fallout 4 had one major failing when it came out, and that was the settlement system and the lack of finish when it came to that, the settlement system. And so what the author of Sim Settlements 2, Kingath, did was he go ahead and play audio for this.
Oh, okay.
Because that you need the audio for this. But basically he took Sim Settlements. He took well, can you pause it so I can finish my sentence and then we'll.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know how you wanted me to do it.
That's fine. I didn't give instruction. So, but yeah. So Kingath was a fan. I think he was a fan, or at least he saw the blurring gap in the settlement system in Fallout 4. He looked at SimCity and he went, let's glue those together. And so for chapter 1 of Sim Settlements 2, it was all about the mechanics, the settlement mechanics. And this is the second rendition of Sim Settlements. The first one was very mechanics based. This one is very story based. And oh man, is it a great story. So I'll go ahead and play this first one, Chieftain, and I'll dive into a little bit more of it.
The Commonwealth. It's seen better days. After the Great War, civilization never really did recover. People were afraid to reach out for something better. And honestly, who could blame them? Well, if no one is gonna do it, I guess I'll have to. But I can't do it alone. I'm gonna need a partner.
Hit boy.
Hey, Slick. What took you so long?
And all that's made with the Sim Settlements mod, all you see there.
Who we are. I doubt it'll be easy. Nothing worthwhile ever is. But between the two of us, I reckon we can do it. So what do you say? Want to rebuild the Commonwealth?
Sim Settlements 2, brought to you by Mariner.
You can call me Aiden. And without sounding too melodramatic, I hunt down gunners.
So you met the primary characters of chapter 1 there. Jake is the one who's got the technology that allows you to build up the settlements using what's called ASAM sensors. You use those to lay down plots, and then there's patterns, or you could call them building plans, for the different types of plots that you can put down. And then modders, like he built it so that other people could make add-on packs for Sim Settlements 2. And so there's a ton of mods for this mod, which is impressive by itself. A lot of the larger mods out there don't have that capability. So Kingath was really good at putting together something that people would want to interact with and also improve upon. Chapter 1 was a lot of building up the settlements. There wasn't a lot of story, but you met some of the characters there. Jake is the guy with ASIMs, like I said. There's a guy called Old Paul, who is kind of he's a unique NPC, and he doesn't contribute other than he does come into the story at one point. You also met Aiden. You meet him, but you don't get a lot of his backstory until chapter 2. And all 3 chapters release with a set of unique NPCs that you can go talk to. They give you side quests. After you complete the side quests, you can make them settlers. Some of them contribute in different ways and give you the ability to build different things or build better things. And so when you get to the end of chapter 1, Jake is actually abducted. And so then you get chapter 2, if you would play that one next, Chief.
Oh, okay. I need a little bit more warning than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm shooting from the hip on
yeah,
this.
so am I. So we appreciate y'all's let's see, put the volume up here.
I thought about sitting down and writing an outline or something, but I was like, This is my favorite trailer.
For a while there,
Mojo says she does the same to you.
starting to find its footing. New settlements were being founded. Local economies restarted. It was as if the culture of the past had been reawoken after a 200-year slumber. But, to borrow an old world proverb, nothing good lasts forever.
I'm Captain Wes of the Gunners, and this settlement is now under our jurisdiction. Aggression towards our forces will not be tolerated. Get going. Submit, and no harm will come to you. A new beginning for the Commonwealth is near.
With our employers' backing, the Gunners have become a force to be reckoned with. But not all of us agree with the path we've taken.
If we're gonna fight
Rambo?
back, we're gonna need some serious firepower.
You've made a lot of friends out there. Do you think any of them would help us?
No shit.
We're bringing back law and order to this land. Commonwealth Police Department, we have you surrounded.
We're doctors. We're here to help.
Everything's prepared. The only thing we're waiting on is you.
Now, I gotta say, Mariner, that trailer is freaking epic. All that is a mod.
Awesome. The back, yeah, play that last bit for us, Chief.
Okay, smart guy. Let's try this again.
So I came in to this mod like maybe a month before chapter 2 dropped. I had just figured out the mechanics of doing the settlements when chapter 2 came out. And oh my goodness, chapter 2 is heavy on story. And it's a good story. And the story, so you got the beginning of it where you find out that Jake's been kidnapped. You go rescue him, other stuff ensues, and you realize the Gunners are a bigger threat than you thought. There was hints of their threat in chapter 1, but it wasn't until chapter 2 that you realized how big of a threat they were. And what you get in chapter 2 is a a couple of extra factions. You get the Commonwealth Police Department, you get the Nightingales. But the brilliance is that they made this mod so that you could use the base factions of the game for certain story elements. You don't get all 4 of them, but well, you could, but it's more fun if you like advance some of the story for one or two of those factions, and then you can bring them in greater numbers to assist with that story element. And they do it so smooth that it's like I've talked about. I think I've talked about in the past on my own channel. It's like it feels like one complete story. Like Sim Settlements 2 is the perfect add-on for Fallout 4 because the guy who wrote a good portion of the Sim Settlements 2 story, or mainly all of the main story, and he probably assisted with some of the side quests. He knows the Fallout lore in and out. Like he's perfectly integrated this mod into the story, into the feel of Fallout 4. And through the story, you learn that the gunners aren't working for themselves. They're actually working for a mysterious benefactor, which has led to some epic level speculations on the Sim Settlements 2 forum. And I've even done a video speculating on that. It actually just came out today. I was waiting for chapter 3 to drop because I was afraid that maybe I was revealing too much. And if I guessed correctly, I would be shouted at on the internet for revealing too much or for like spoiling the story for people. So I deliberately waited until chapter 3 was out before I released this video.
You could just make it warning spoilers, then post it. And that way you
get that's only if he actually knew spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, I put spoilers in the title anyways, simply because there was some things talked about that if people hadn't actually gotten through all the way of chapter 2, then the story would be ruined. I hate it when people ruin the story for me, so I try not to ruin the story for the people.
And then you got to mute Hero because he ruins stories for everybody.
Well, and it's through pure speculation.
every time that's mentioned, I always give him shit about it because he hasn't done it in like 2 years, but I always fuck with him.
And Mojo's correct. In the base game, in the core Fallout 4 game, the gunners are just background noise with guns that shoot at you throughout the game. They can attack settlements and whatnot, but they're not really like as organized as they're presented in this mod. And another faction we actually discovered is introduced. We get a new faction in chapter 3, but we are introduced to them in chapter 2, and they are. I'll get into that after we talk about the chapter 3. I gave the teaser trailer link to Chief.
I have it right here. I'm ready to play it.
I wanted to do both of these because they both seem incomplete without the other. So, or at least the second one seems incomplete without the teaser. So, anyways, we get to the point where you're a large group. You're a larger faction of the Commonwealth. You've made noise, and everyone's paying attention to you. And you managed to defeat the gunners, or at least you think so. Go ahead and play it when you're ready, Chief.
A war? Really? Is it that bad?
There's been no formal declaration, but yeah, we're at war. And the gunners, they're wiping the floor with us.
Gunners bent! HQ, we need backup!
Thanks to their new captain, they're more organized than ever.
Every day they keep pushing, capturing more ground.
Our efforts to contain them are failing. We can't keep going like this. We need a new plan.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
Destroy all communists!
War never
changes.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. I haven't gotten through a majority of. I haven't gotten through a majority of chapter 3 yet, but it's definitely fulfilling the promise of that teaser trailer. It is complex, and so go ahead and cue up the next one, Chief. I'll talk about this. So with each chapter, you get new unique NPCs to talk to. And you'll see him in this one, but he's not introduced. And so I'll let people who want to play meet him when they play the game. But it looks like they're also expanding on the promise of using or aligning with core factions from Fallout 4. So go ahead and do that one. This one's a little longer too.
Plan could have worked.
It's a wasted effort, and it violates our contract.
Enough! I know what
That's
our
hot.
employer wants. But if we withhold the tech, then they can't do a damn thing. We hold all the cards, not them!
Think this through, Wes. Consider everything they've provided us. All they've promised. The Commonwealth is a small price to pay.
No. This place is our home. And as long as I draw breath, it will not be so casually razed to the ground. You hear me, Lamont?
Loud and clear, Captain.
Not exactly how I expected things to go. I thought we did fine. Oh, no, I mean, we got plenty of volunteers. It's just, I didn't think we would be raising an army.
Not as if we have much choice. Gunners are already pushing on Murkwater. And we have reports of squads slipping past Minutemen blockades. We need all the help we can get.
Do not be disheartened. There will be others willing to.
Holy
stand
shit, it's a
with us.
pelican from Halo.
So, Sentinel.
Hey, Chief.
Boobies.
How'd it go?
Hey, Chief.
I don't want to talk about it.
That good, huh? First the Institute remnants, and now the Brotherhood. I guess the Commonwealth just can't set aside its differences. Sorry to be the bearer of more bad news, but we got hostiles on the move.
I like boobies.
You know where they're coming from?
No. But we know where they're going.
Move into position! Let's do it!
Sorry, sir. We had to fall back. There's just too many.
You're coming with me.
Yes, sir. We're right behind you.
Whoa! What the fuck?
That's note is so awesome.
This is not Mariner PG friendly.
After consideration, the Brotherhood would be honored to join this war.
Captain Maxson sends his regards.
That's
You're
awesome.
fucked now!
Together, victory will be ours.
There's fucking zombies?
No, it's the
Fence.
the synth.
Pleasure to meet you.
Where did they get off, Frizz?
Right?
War never changes.
There's Mariner.
Dad?
I think there's a little bit. No, never mind. So background, Sim Settlements 1 had a expansion to it called Conqueror. And it was kind of like what Nuka World brought to Fallout, in that you could conquer the Commonwealth as a raider. Well, this Conqueror did something along those lines, but Conqueror was unfinished. And so King Gath brought in a lot of the elements that they conceptualized in Conqueror for Chapter 3. So basically, you're fighting against the Gunners to try and to keep them from taking over the Commonwealth. And you start out losing because something happens, a few weeks pass, and they've
Like
taken
the Houston
over.
Rockets.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So basically, yes, Oni, I recommend checking out the credits. I can't remember who these got. Actually, I might be able to look up the credits here. Music is Runs Deep by Mark Petrie. Sound design, Jason Dotz. Capture and editing, Pontus Johansson.
I know him.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know him.
But yeah, I recommend checking out these trailers. My audio was distorted, but I think that's because I'm in the thing and hearing it retransmitted. But the music selection for Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 trailers is just superb. But the game itself, like, I probably, if it weren't for the fact that Starfield is coming out in a month, I probably would be playing Sim Settlements 2 for the next year. And the only reason I took breaks this summer from playing Sim Settlements 2 was because I was getting a little burnt out and becoming a streamer. I was just trying my hand this summer at being a variety streamer. Turns out I'm not that great at it. But
you have to do 3 things to become a good variety streamer. Practice.
It gets dull after a while.
Yeah.
It does. I understand. Being as talented as myself, it comes very easily to me to do all that stuff. I'm just kidding.
So
I couldn't do variety streaming.
Ghost in the chat says I feel they blew the BOS intro for this trailer. Should be swing in. Oh, that's right. I remember this comment from him. So Mojo says definitely missed an opportunity for some epic music, but kind of have to stick with period.
CCR in the wasteland.
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't process what was being said. But yeah, like you will play, like there's stuff in Fallout 4, the base game, that you like, there's still new things to find in Fallout 4 8 years on. This game's been out for I think 8 years. Sim Settlements 2 is also that.
I think it was way longer than that, actually.
There's no
came out in
contact
2015.
shadows.
What's that?
Came out in
That's
2015.
why. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I was still in the army.
Yeah. But Sim Settlements 2 is just as complex. Like there's so many things to find. There's so many unique NPCs. You can't possibly find them all unless you play for a long time. And everyone knows the longer you play in Fallout, the more unstable the save becomes. And so there are mods to fix that, to help with that, but eventually you're going to be starting over anyways. And it's just figuring out the best way to put your settlements together takes, like Chieftain said, time and practice and many reattempts. And so this adds a whole new layer of replayability to Fallout 4. And it's impressive and it's fun. And it's probably something that's going to be around even after Starfield. Like Starfield's Bethesda, it's going to get modded to heck. But Fallout 4 is getting modded to heck, and Sim Settlements 2 is probably one of the best mods for Fallout 4. And it's yeah, I don't want to say professionally voice acted, but it's
Their
it's
quality
voice acted.
for everything they've done, Mariner, I would put on par with. I would label professional. They may just be hobbyists, but my God, Oni said it in the chat. Whoever did their trailers, whoever that is, whoever's in charge of that, they got skills.
Yeah,
they got
it's,
mad
it's
skills.
well done.
And then to tie the game to a point to where they actually work parts of the base game into the mod to where they could do their own stories with the base game factions. Like, whoa.
I didn't know that the company didn't do it. I didn't know it was hobbyists doing it. So now it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I agree.
But it's
it looked like they took one of my classes.
It's something that is wholly like I was playing Fallout 4 before I found this, and I was about to finish playing Fallout 4 before I found this, and I found this, and I'm never stopping Fallout 4. I'm gonna take a month off for Starfield, but then I'm gonna probably go right back to Fallout 4 with Sim Elements 2 mod.
I don't know. That's a tall order. Starfield apparently is a huge game.
We'll see.
It's huge.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm all in. I've got the headset, the controller. I've pre-ordered the game with the Constellation Edition, which comes with the watch.
He's got the snack cakes. He's got the diaper. He's in there for like 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
Good to go.
So, but I don't know. We'll see how long it holds my attention. But I want to try and get the story for chapter 3 done before that occurs.
And if you're not interested in that, I think there might be a game coming out according to what I figured out, and there's no public thing, but I think Destiny 3 is coming out. They're looking for more lighters and artists now to start 3. So if you want to play 10 games at a time,
that's a bit much even for me.
Yeah, I don't know how variety streamers do all that stuff. I can't remember the controls. I tried playing Assassin's Creed once, and I'm like, fuck this. There's like too many controls.
Oh,
I had to bail out.
It got so. Once I got into the groove, it got so easy for me to play Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah,
I gotta get reacquainted every time they had a new one come out where they had something new to it. Like I had to get reacquainted. Yeah, but it was simple. And then, for example, the Batman Arkham series, those controls did not change from game to game. And then when I started playing Spider-Man, the controls were so similar.
Yeah, Rogue Penguin's a variety streamer. I don't know how you guys do it, because I want to, like, if I was a streamer, I'd want to be really, really, really good at a game. And I can't, in my brain, I can't get around the fact that I can stream stuff and not be good at it. I'm now just coming through that process. Like, okay, I am not a skill streamer. I'm a fucking funny, entertaining streamer. So it doesn't even matter what I play. It matters what I say. So, like, what
he was surprised by a cat.
I got jump scared by a fucking cat. I like turned around and there was eyeballs like looking right in my face. Like, what the fuck?
Hello, hero. Welcome to hell.
It was more like, hello, hero. Where's my pets? I demand my love now.
No, bitch.
But what Rogue Penguin is entertaining and good. I'm like, I can't be both. It's just like if you pour a gallon of knowledge into a shot glass of my brain, some just gonna spill. And I can't be able to retain all the controls in all the games. It's not gonna happen.
I'm not gonna pick you up, cat.
I had to dial it back because I was trying to do too much, and then with the fact that I was trying to bounce back and forth between 2 platforms, and I figured out it's probably making it hard for people to find me. So
I know. I can't remember this guy. He would just play this pirate game. And he played it for months, and he partnered on Twitch. He's a animator, traditional animator, like 2D kind of stuff, and he's in England, and I'd go back and forth, and it's like, I'm trying to do this thing, and I'm like, is it in After Effects? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do it like this. He's like, dude, you just saved my fucking life on my stream, bro. Like live on my stream. And he's like, he does this. His art is so good, and he decorates his whole stream with all his 2D stuff, and it's animated and looks so cool. And he did one game like literally for months. I can't remember. It's some sort of pirate game. I can't remember. Let's Drew This is his name.
Thieves.
Thank you, Steve. That's it. His name is Let's Drew This because his name is Drew, and he's an artist. He draws. So like, you want to check him out. He's an English streamer, and he's like super fucking cool too. He's like the coolest streamer, like wholesome, like Mariner is. Like he's really nice. Yeah, he's a really good streamer.
There's a guy I'm told that does role playing with his streams. Like he'll role play as the character he's playing, like do the voice acting.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, Gopher, I think is his name. But we haven't heard from Oni or Soda yet. I know Soda's got a comment that I wanted to address.
Oh, go ahead, Soda.
I
you
was
can unmute your mic. Yeah.
What? Fuck off! I was letting Matt.
Go ahead. I'm kidding.
Well, I was asking him, because like, who did that? Was it an actual the team, or was it fans basically doing it? And he said it was fans, and I'm just like, and he said and I said they should hire him, and
I said yes and no, because that level of creativity, yes, is what they should be hiring. But the problem is a lot of these modders. I know King Gath, he couldn't make as much money doing games as he does in real life, and so that's the drawback. Is a lot of, from what I understand, game devs aren't paid as well as he is, and so while it would be cool for him to be hired because obviously he's got talent, but he'd be taking a pay cut. So I'd rather the people like. And when they get hired, there could be like decline in their quality or the limits to what they can produce, and so in free market, as modders, they can do what they want. I'm sorry, what?
Just reading something I said.
I'm just reading the chat. I'm sorry, Mariner.
Okay, I'm just out of context, but anyways, just. I want the modders to be able to do the mods that they want to do, and if if their job is modding, like you can receive endorsements through places like Nexus Mods, so you can earn money at it.
And give us some fucking money.
The better you are, the more endorsements you can get, and so some people can make a living at doing this full time. Others like King Gath, they've got their own job, and then they've got their passion project.
He said farm animal, did he not?
He did.
Okay, that's the only one I can find. It's Sergeant Oinker.
So I would say yes and no. The people who do these mods and do them well deserve to get hired, but they also need to be paid what they're worth.
Gotcha.
I get
I
that.
didn't know how much money was in modding.
Well, I would venture to say, just like Mariner said, it depends on what kind of sponsorships you can get your hands on. Depends on what catches your attention.
Or just like there's people who are funded through Patreon, or they get endorsements through Nexus Mods, or like
cutting out the middleman.
Cutting out the middleman, exactly. And so so they can do this full time because they've got people backing them. But most people, so there's a question of whether or not they would earn as much if they're working for an actual game developer, or if they would be taking a paid cut. And then there's, like I said, there's the quality and the limitations that would be imposed.
And I kind of see that because Mariner's right in that, like, your base level game devs, they really don't make a lot of money, at least up front. Like, if you're part of a really big studio and you're working on a massive project that's expected to do ridiculously well, then their contract is probably going to be written with a base pay. Like you're going to be making peanuts for your base pay, and then once the game comes out, when you get hit, when it starts hitting it big, you're going to catch all those bonuses on the back end.
You talk about junior artists or just?
Well, I just from what I've heard in general, it's not necessarily any specific conversation or anything that I've had with anybody. I know you, Chieftain, being, really close to the industry and having been in the industry, you probably have a lot more insight than that.
Yeah, I do. I'm not sure how accurate you are with that statement because it's a case by case basis. Mm-hmm. So,
it really is though.
even with an indie, like I just cheap plug. I worked at Playful, which they do VR games and video games and that sort of thing. And they're a small company. They have their own building in Texas. And my rate was, for that small company, my senior level was $55 an hour. So that's 8 hours a day. That's $4,000 every 2 weeks. And that's base. But for junior, they're gonna get like 30, 35, 40. And then no bonus on the end. Bonuses don't exist anymore. Like you don't get that anymore in the industry. Like you used to get like bonuses based on the performance of the game. You don't get that anymore. You get other shit. But
that's probably where my information is a little stale then. If you
right.
Although I think there might probably still be for like major.
And I took a pay cut where I went. I took a $10 an hour pay cut because my friend worked there. So I was going to do $65, $75 an hour. But I'm senior. But guy coming out of school is 35, 30, right in there. But go ahead.
Another thing in the chat, Mojo points out is Kingath only uses the money that he earns through the Patreon and whatnot to pay for the equipment, hardware, and software needed by him and his team to do all that they do. None of them pay anything out of pocket, and he doesn't profit from any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, so she says
that would never happen with me. Go ahead. Sorry.
She says, I believe all of the VAs volunteered their time along with the rest of the team. It's all donated time.
Wow.
And we got
that's crazy.
Yes.
Can you imagine if you paid them?
Right.
Imagine it'd be like movie quality shit, dude. Especially the stuff I've been
depends,
seeing with
because
Unreal.
They might also get sued.
Yeah, or they might pull that like Luke Skywalker thing. That guy who did the deep fake Luke Skywalker, ILM just hired him. So you never know, right? It could go sued, or we love you. Can we hire you? It could go either way, I guess.
It's Bethesda. How do you think that's going to go?
Yeah, they're probably going to sue him. You're probably right.
Given that they have a track record of that, allegedly.
That is true. Yeah.
So I think that's pretty much everything I covered, or I wanted to cover.
Yeah, I think that was very thorough.
Did you have anything to throw in there?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Oni.
No, you're good. I mean, the level of detail and attention is it's why people continue to play mods. It's why people continue to play certain video games. It's not because it's always bright, shiny, new. It's not always because it was the best rated. It's because there is a community keeping it alive. Right. And although modding isn't something I'm as used to, seeing this level of love and care is, to me, it's like making an indie game. You've essentially added so much. You've created your own game. And the fact that people have been waiting for years for this moment, and it has finally come to fruition, and it is satisfying to people. I was talking about this in another group I'm in, because some folks are, playing video games, and some of them are new, some of them are old. But they're mentioning the love from indie developers for the craft, for the fans. And this mod does all of that. But they also pay respect to the lore. Yeah. And that's so hard to do when you've got such massive games that span decades of stories. And they're able to do it better than even their in-house paid folks,
No. Don't do that.
We all know when Fallout 76 came out. We remember that shit show.
Oof.
So Fallout, but this mod, everything just, it's so intentional. It's so purposeful, and I really appreciate that. So I hope this mod is everything you all have been waiting for. You fucking deserve that. So I'm so glad that there are still modders and creators out there who are still fighting the good fight, that they see this as worthwhile and still telling the good stories.
Well said.
Very well said.
Thank you.
And pardon the momentary distraction of my light change. My cat
Well, no,
decided
I mean,
he
you
wanted
had
to
to.
change the light.
It's like, ooh.
He rolled over on top of the
pretty
freaking
light. I've been
remote.
chosen.
He rolled over onto the remote.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, check me out on Sunday through Wednesday playing Sim Elements 2.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Check him out. On where
I
is that?
looked it
Deep
up.
dive? Let's do the
Deep
shout out in
Dive
the chat.
Gaming. But I looked it up. I think Sim
Ahoy, mates.
Elements 2 first came out in 2020 or late 2020. Chapter 2 release. I want to
2021.
say 2020, 2022 was chapter 2, but it was like early 2022. So we've gone for almost 18 months.
I saw the trailer. The trailer said fall 2021.
Oh, okay.
But they may have pushed it back.
Yeah, it got pushed back, I think.
Oh,
or
well,
it was like.
then I'm wrong.
I think we're both wrong and both right. I think
Oh wow.
the calendar gets a little fuzzy because of the whole
Dumbass.
the timeline there gets a little fuzzy because it was in the past. And I can't. Yeah, there was like I wasn't paying as close attention like until chapter 2 came out, and then it very much had my attention.
Anyways.
We also like to thank our Nitro boosters. Soda Pop, I put a space in there. Does that drive you crazy?
Yes, it's fucking been driving me nuts. We're like,
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
There's a space there. And don't forget, the
Yeah.
Mariner is also a booster on our Discord. Tyrann Death, Ezreal, Storm Wolf Song, Hypernova, and Prophets.
Thank you
So
all.
Thank you guys. So that way we can play games and do stupid shit in chat. Thank
we
you.
need
Appreciate
more
you guys.
because we lost 10 of our sound bits.
Yeah.
So somebody come back so I can have my sound bits back.
Yeah. So if someone wants to contribute in our Discord chat, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Don't forget to follow if you're new, please.
What is this?
Whoa, dude.
Badger, are you still there?
Oblivion
Yeah, Oblivion.
remake.
I think that was supposed to play after the picture.
But that was it's not not in the order, I guess.
Oh well.
You'll see why.
I remember these from like old, and I'm talking like I'm talking Internet Archive old memes because
Yep.
this is shit that you saw in original Oblivion
Right.
like 20 years ago almost.
That it looks like my demo reel. It looks like my demo reel 20 years ago.
Right?
Like over 25 years ago. I don't
mean,
know how
it
to
is
put
that
texture
old.
on a face. What's that?
I said it is that old, so yeah, it's all right.
Basically, they'd take a photo from Photoshop, slap it on some polygons. There you go.
Right.
There's your model.
Yep.
That's all it is. They're doing a remake of this, Oni? What the fuck?
Allegedly.
Is this the
allegedly.
only
rumors? There's rumors.
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
Go ahead, Oni. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's alleged. I don't know if anything is set in stone yet. I mean, we're talking about the same folks who've been bitching that you need to stop asking about Elder Scrolls 6. Well, fucker, it's been in production for like how many fucking years? At some point, games go there to die. So, of course, people are
Right.
going to be worried. The thing is that look, I have Oblivion. Before anyone asks, no, the fuck, I haven't finished it. My rate of finishing games versus not finishing games is abysmal. It's kind of like me
What the
actually
fuck?
winning at life. Why the fuck does he not have legs?
I don't know.
Everyone's reacting at the exact same time to this.
The fuck?
What the fuck? Anyways,
they're talking about Soda / fishing his character. You guys, no one can see that, but yeah, that's
but he has
what's
no
going on in the
fucking legs.
background.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant
Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Yeah, they still can't see you. So hold
know.
on a second.
Mariner.
What?
Say it. Say the line.
Which line?
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan! Lieutenant Dan!
You ain't got no legs.
You ain't
You
got,
got
no
no
legs.
legs.
I'm sorry, but
Oh,
you
God.
got the perfect impression for it, man.
Lieutenant Dan!
So,
Anyways.
I know Oblivion kind of, is one of those games people either love it, hate it, or really don't give a fuck about it. But I guess covers, really any sliding scale of giving a fuck for anything. But there's a couple of problems. So for starters, Elder Scrolls Online, I know, caught up to at least Morrowind, because they had a Morrowind expansion. Now, whether they follow the storyline, no fucking idea. But I think they were, or they have, dropped the Oblivion update. But the biggest thing is they've been re-releasing, remastering, fucking doing all this shit to Skyrim for the last 10 plus fucking years. How many consoles later for reasons, and yet now they're going to go back to Oblivion, the game before that one. They've made this decision after how many years? They haven't redone any of the older school games, which I think could do better as a re-release. Like Arena. Thank you, Sir Chaos. I was going to mention that Arena. They've never done an Arena remaster. Some people don't even know that it probably exists.
What's that?
Arena was one of the earliest Elder Scrolls games. Like back to when video games had some very funky box art. Yeah. There are so many Elder Scrolls games. Why the fuck are they remastering Fallout 4 after Starfield? Oh yeah, Daggerfall. Daggerfall would be nice because those games are so old. You could revitalize. You could, add a little bit of, spit and polish, elbow grease, and really make those gems shine. Give people the history of Elder Scrolls who aren't used to it, because this is a very old game series. Morrowind was one of the more modern games. That came out around the turn of the century, or millennium if you want to go that way. So it was pretty fresh. It's nice. And then Oblivion happened, and everyone just kind of forgot about it when Skyrim showed up. And that's like, everyone thinks that Skyrim is the best thing since sliced bread when they love Skyrim, but I feel like they could do better remasters. They've waited too long for Oblivion when they've been redoing it for Skyrim this whole fucking time. And I'm not really sure why they would do that. So
Skyrim is the best. Full stop.
I'm sick of it.
Not really
15 years
fan.
of having it re-released on new age consoles, kind of.
Riven.
But now you're going to
me.
do Oblivion. Oblivion was only just PlayStation 3. It's not like it was that far ago. Whereas with Morrowind, there was a bit more time, and yeah, they had to have a mod come out because those cliff racers were so fucking annoying. But Oblivion, just why would you wait so long to do it's both too old and too young. They've waited so long after doing it, how many re-releases for Skyrim, and yet it's not long enough because they haven't even given it to Arena or Daggerfall, let alone any of the side games. Games that do deserve a remaster. or even a double release to go, hey, look, we're combining the two, or something, but they don't want to do that. So my thing is just worry about finishing Elder Scrolls 6.
Honestly,
please.
Yeah.
That won't be coming out.
You're
for
giving
like
the
4
fans-
years.
Grandma is demanding it before she dies.
You're
Well, you
giving
got
them
like 4 years.
Yeah,
so.
you're giving the fans blue balls because you keep not fucking finishing it, and then you bitch at people for saying, "Oh my gosh, you need to finish it," and then you bitch at them for saying it, and it's like, well, have you released the game? No. How long has it been in production? How often do games go into development hell and wind up never being released or wind up being shit? Especially from AAA titles from the last 5 years.
Well, the
Shall we count them?
release date is now 2026 for Elder Scrolls 6. So
What the fuck?
And Fallout 5 isn't due out for years
till
after
after that, yeah. So that's kind of the timeline they got. So me and Joe will probably be dead. So y'all enjoy that game.
Wow.
I will be
We'll
living in
collecting
the
ARP.
Say that
Yeah.
again, Soda. I'm not sure I quite caught all that.
What? Which part? That will be dead by the time the game comes out.
Oh yeah, that part.
I'm not dead.
I will
Yes.
be in the
Not dead.
in the simulation.
Not dead.
Within the
You're
simulation.
fine.
Speaking of that, you guys got to follow before we die.
Please.
There's no friggin' way that someone gets 7,000 follows on there and they're not as talented as us. How do we not have 1,000 follows? Make sure you tell your friends, guys. We are awesome. We're the funniest and cringiest podcast that you're not watching, but you're watching, so it doesn't really work. But make sure you tell your friends and your enemies, because I think I scared away all the trolls when I made that guy feel stupid last year, so we don't get any more trolls.
Is that the troll that you berate even now in the clips at the beginning of the podcast?
Yes. Yeah, that hasn't been changed in like a year because Chieftain can't sleep. So I need that.
That's the trolls see that and they run.
Probably.
Who knows?
I'm like the Joe Rogan of Laggin Out. Like, people are afraid of me and shit.
Right.
But it's like, I tell them, you shouldn't be afraid of me. You should be afraid of her.
Oh, I'm perfectly friendly. I am perfectly, totally sane enough to be released out into the wild with the other humans.
Until they.
That's why I joined the Marine Corps.
Got to have you have to be a little bit off to join the Marine Corps. Is that accurate?
Oh, absolutely. That's like bare minimum.
Honestly, there's got to be something wrong in your head if you're going to join any branch of the military at this point.
Point for sure.
Yeah.
But I think
you don't know who you're going to be sleeping next to.
You better be able to make really good friends, because that person you're sleeping next to,
they're paying for
yes, ma'am,
trans surgeries and trans medications. So yeah,
there you go.
So apparently
so there's
a little bit of update on that. I happened upon it by accident because I really don't open Facebook very often. Then I opened my Facebook to like this like mass number of notifications one day because I was like,
sorry,
haven't seen anything from Facebook in a while. Let me check on my family and friends real quick.
She was like, check it out. Oh, Princess Jamie is streaming. Oh, that's from a post 6 years ago.
And I started scrolling through, and I found like 80 fucking invites to gamer groups. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well,
come to find out, somebody Highlandered Terrence the Troll.
Highlandered,
as in they fucking ousted him from his own group.
The Secret Society of Gamers.
One of the millions of groups that he created because I guess toxicity or something infested his group or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Facebook drama.
Yeah. It was pretty hilarious. Yeah. That troll, I don't know what's going on with him anymore. I just don't pay attention to him anymore.
He adds me to groups randomly and I'm like,
Yeah.
again. I
Exactly.
don't contribute to groups anymore because they don't. I try to I'll jazz somebody up. Like I'll say, "Oh, this is a great promotion. This is a really great job." I go, "I hope you have a good stream." And no one else comments on their stream. Like no one else comments. All it is just blanket promotions for people's streams. And I'm like, I'm posting videos on here and they're funnier than there's 40,000 people on there and all their stuff fucking sucks. I put out stuff that's like gold and it's awesome. I jazz up and let me pull that back. Rogue Penguin stuff is good. There's a handful, but they mostly fucking suck. And like the ones that are good, I'll comment on. But I'm like, you fucking cocksuckers. I'm like, you're there with your filters and your purple hair and your boobs push up to your necks. And you're like, oh, check out my stream. I'm like, you're a dime a dozen, bitch. So I'm like, why am I going to go to your stream? But the girl that goes, hey, I stream, I'm new, like I'm doing this, or the dude's like, hey, I just started streaming this, come check me out. I've never done this before. I go check them out. I try to give them some hope. But it's such a giant waste of time. It's like I just rather if it was up to me, I would just post on Instagram. It is up to me, isn't it? Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. That's it. Like those are the three. I get responses from those. And YouTube, right? Like YouTube's like, oh, like Hero was telling me before, he's like, oh, we got a comment on one of our videos. Oh, there's 4 people I'll never watch again. Like, oh, get fucked. Like, why be a dick? I mean, just like, thanks for the comment and whatever, but why you have to be such an asshole? Just like go to the next one. Like swipe left. I don't care. Why you gotta be a dick?
It's okay. I handled it for you, Chieftain. I went out there and I commented. I said, hey, thanks for the free view.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I don't think with. Go ahead.
I even got one a couple months ago. Someone commented saying, "Why I don't even know why I'm watching this." Like he's saying it like he's doing.
You're still here though.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was like,
Mojo.
I just wrote back, "Thanks for the watch."
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
And then, like, God forbid, I'm doing a reaction video with Spencer, Nikki Crow. They automatically think that I'm fucking them, which is insulting to them and insulting to me as a professional. They live so far away. Can't I have somebody that is mildly attractive on the show without, like, guys saying it's like, oh, there's no way she's fucking him? No shit. We're doing a video, asshole. We're not even in the same state. Get over yourself.
And then what's that say to, let's say, Red Letter Media? You know, to some folks, those guys aren't the conventionally attractive type.
Right.
So what? That they're not allowed to show their face or anything?
Right.
Like, what the fuck? They're the same types of guys who go, we don't want women who wear so much makeup. And yet if a woman, heaven forbid, doesn't show enough titties, doesn't show enough ass, doesn't have a big enough ass, doesn't have enough makeup on, she's just not put together. We don't want her. And it's like, you don't even know what you want. You pathetic child. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing, really, because you just want a reason to complain.
Right.
And look, as a Marine, I understand. Really, Marines will find anything and everything to bitch about. But we at least try to keep it consistent. Oh yeah, Marines are. Look, Marines will complain about everything. We'll enjoy the suck, but we'll also bitch about it the entire fucking time.
I would think that would be more the Navy that complain about shit. Like, oh, my pussy. I wouldn't think the Marines would be like, ugh, whatever. Like, do that.
When we bitch, it doesn't sound like the Navy. It sounds like a group of guys just enjoying the suck, or, you know, sucking. You know, whatever they're into.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. We'll just
the Marines are, to my knowledge, literally the gayest branch. Like,
Wow.
like there are more homosexuals in the Marine Corps than any other branch, which makes sense because they keep getting told, oh, you're not a real man, you're not a real man, you're a pussy, or this, that, and the other. so they join the manliest branch ever. And wow, it's almost like your masculinity or femininity isn't defined by who or what you do or do not fuck.
Whoa.
Wow.
And, you know, you get enough misfits together, you'll find your tribe. So,
yeah. I want to read what Penguin said here really quick. Are you done?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It says sex sells. That's why people do it. Girl with their tits out, just sitting there and fake playing the game will get thousands of views, but actual gamers who are modest will get little to none. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like, I think personally Penguin should be hitting partner. Like, she knows she can't because she works. She got like a real job. So like if she was like, I don't know, won the Mega Millions or something and sat there and did it every day, she'd hit partner because she's like fucking funny. Like we go, like Soda and I go to her stream because she's fucking funny and she's entertaining.
And
like
she knows how to play a game.
And she knows how to play fucking games. And I have a thing with girls with baseball caps. I like that. It's a cool thing for me. Like you can have like I like girls that wear baseball caps. I think it's fucking cool. That's all. I'll leave it at that. But she's entertaining, and now she's what's that?
So you like the same with guys, right?
Yeah, I like guys with hats. Yeah, Yankee hats.
Oh,
yeah. I predicted that score of the Houston Yankee game. I was off by like. I'll let you watch the replay. I won't ruin this game for you.
Oh yeah, thanks.
But I mean ruin like reveal the game, not like ruin like this. But
like Hero did with Obi-Wan. Still won't watch it.
Oh my god.
With that statement, what have we learned about social media? It's all fake. Do whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
Do what makes you happy.
Right.
You know, and
makes you happy.
You find your niche, you find what you're good at. You will find success in some form or another. Whether it's in the numbers, whether it's in the payment, or whether it's in building the community you always wished you had. That's how you will find your happiness. So
people have been redeeming the tan cowboy hat.
Oh, okay. I'm not signed in, so I didn't see it. All right.
Here Death also redeemed the orange tabby for Soda.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him.
So now I look like I'm on Fallout. And now I can be cool. Now Mariner like me because I look like I belong in Fallout.
Actually, you look like you're from New Vegas, which I haven't played.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that one is either the game you love, that gamer fans of Fallout either love it or hate it. There's not a lot of lukewarm.
One second, let me join this party. I'll be right back.
Most people that talk about it, they say that Fallout New Vegas is one of the best. So,
yeah, game.
Well, I've heard. I'm pretty sure I've heard both. Where some people love it, some people hate it. Oh, geez, there's more.
He's got the fedora.
Actually, this is a trilby. So is Hero's hat.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
I had a whole discussion one day about it.
Yeah. I have it on multi-stream. I didn't see the redeem thing, so thank you. I can't remember the password to sign into Streamlabs.
I need to find a solution to this. I can't exactly wear it and my headphones at the same time.
Well, I have the cool thing is I have an earphone jack on mine, where I can actually plug in another. I can daisy chain this into another ear jack so I can wear this, but it doesn't help because it's across the room. But fuck you.
Fuck you. Darren Dead says, "Hey, deep dive. What about Fallout 76?
It doesn't exist.
Exactly.
It doesn't exist."
So, hang on. What you're saying is
we give it the same treatment as we give Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah.
And now Diabetes of Destiny.
Diabetes of Destiny.
Oh my god, that's a better title than Arthritis of Destiny.
Holy shit.
That's so much better. My dad came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to go see the Indiana Jones movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then Hero's like, "Don't take him. He'll have a heart attack. He'll."
he will throw shit at the screen and get y'all kicked out.
That's a very lively heart attack.
Oh god. Anyways. Oni, I get to hit your button.
I like that one too. It's a good one.
This one I actually picked up in Germany.
Oh,
It's
nice.
my favorite.
No, I do
good
not own a
choice.
cowboy hat.
I wouldn't think you would. You have a X-wing fighter helmet.
Yeah. We are satisfied with that.
Yes.
I also got my Marine Corps covers in storage.
There
I
we
will be
go.
able to retrieve them someday.
I have my dad's Vietnam dress army stuff
Holy
outside.
crap, Ghost! Do you got your timeline of video game releases mixed up or something?
What's he saying?
He said,
It says
he said
Fallout 76
Fallout
is a demo for
76 was a
Fallout 4.
demo for Fallout 4. I'm like, how?
Jake, show me a soda.
All right, soda.
But
Magma. It would be a cold day in hell, bro.
Motherfucker! Do you know how expensive a nice cowboy hat is? Fucking
It's pretty damn expensive.
You know what? You're
You know,
I
this
mean,
is
don't get
made
me
of
wrong.
paper. This is actually made of
Don't-
paper.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. A proper cowboy hat is, you see the mate, it's fucking art.
It is.
It's art.
Totally is.
But I don't fucking have money for that.
What's
the
your
team-
hat size?
the team they put on Fallout 76 was a bunch of fucking idiots. They're not. They were not the people
3D print one.
that created Fallout. Like, what the fuck?
I gotta say,
little mini hat.
I should not be surprised that Oni, if she was going to go for a cowboy hat or something of that sort, she would go for an authentic one.
Right. I think Rogue Penguin should
yeah.
have a New England Patriots cowboy hat. And
Be a fucking Stetson.
yeah, Stetsons are
You
crazy.
mean like
That's
this?
Teddy Roosevelt. Oh,
damn.
no, I'd be bigger
Stetson.
than that. No, I'd be getting a big one. Like, I want to look like
Like-
Teddy Roosevelt. I want
She's
Teddy
gonna
Roosevelt to come
like-
back as a Rough Rider and give me a horse.
She could she looks like you can be on the Ponderosa with a big hoss, like that type of fucking hat, like a huge one. You know, if you know, what's it? Is it called the Ponderosa? No, what's it called? What's that show? I can't remember now.
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't remember either. It just slipped my brain.
Gunsmoke.
You know, Mariner, when
No,
you
the other
walked
one.
away, when you walked away, your entire screen in the background where all your hats were sitting behind you came unblurred, and I now understand why you know the proper names for all the hats you have.
Yep. I was known for a good long while for having a good trophy collection.
That looks like you need like a suitcase, and you'll be walking down the street in a TMC movie.
Bonanza. Bonanza. Thank you, Mojo.
Bonanza, that's what it was. Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of the name. Of course, Mojo would come up with it. She's like, she was like Googling that shit as soon as I said Ponderosa. She's like, click, 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 click.
Actually, knowing Mojo, she was probably a stagehand or something. She's had
Right.
a bajillion jobs.
She's like, back in my day, I did that. You know. Anyways,
Oh God.
it's Oni's Yomi.
I yelled at my husband for the answer she said.
Lol.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to do the graphic for Oni today.
Yay.
It's been so
Is that
long
enough?
since we've done any of the graphics. I'm glad.
Is that audio not piped through the Zoom? Because
The audio doesn't pipe through
Okay.
for Streamlabs. It doesn't allow it to play a movie through for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah,
Oh my
facial
God.
recognition.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I found this
fuck.
out from a YouTuber I follow from Canada. His name is Cinder Shadow, and he's a very
It would
interesting fellow. I wish him the very best of luck. I know his career in YouTube is actually really starting off well now. Like some good shit's happening, and I'm happy for him. and I watched his video about this because he's a father. His child is fairly young still, but old enough to be wandering around, questioning, asking about the world, really starting to get out there. And so this is obviously a huge concern for him because he not only has a child, but he also lives in Canada, which has been passing a lot of regulation where the government has more control over a family than really the parents do.
Yeah, it's like the People's Republic of Canada. It's like fucking communism up there now. Crazy. Go ahead.
So what's going on with this is it's kind of a two-pronged attack initially, but when you look deeper, it's more like a 3 or 4-pronged attack, and it doesn't get better. So yes, the ESRB is pushing for this, but they're doing it through Epic, the Epic Games store, and in particular, Yoti. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. I almost don't really care because that's the main problem. Yoti is a subsidiary of Epic, and Yoti is, yeah.
Yoti is, they are software developers for ID software, not the subsidiary of Epic Games is actually Super Awesome that's pushing this. So they're working together with Yoti to push this to the ESRB.
I must have misheard that then. I'm sorry.
No,
the thing is Yoti is based in China. And as you can tell, it doesn't get better. So
obviously Epic Games is owned by freaking ByteDance, which is owned by China. So no matter how you slice it, it's getting bad.
Right.
So the thing is, what they're suggesting and recommending to the FTC is that in order to make sure children aren't playing inappropriate games for their age group, or people who are of age are playing a game that is rated for, adults or something, they're suggesting that there be facial recognition and that it would be kept on file only to be able to double check that this is the person who owns the account or this is the person who runs the account. And that it would not be used for any other purposes. One, I don't fucking believe you at all. Like, why don't lie to my face, please. Don't insult me like that. Two, as Cinder Shadow said, but he put it more eloquently than I'm about to. Who are you the fuck to tell me what my child can or cannot play? That should be up to the parent. I've been in a game store where a stinky ass child came into the store, went to the front to buy a rated M game, and dragged their aunt or grandmother to confirm that he was allowed to play that. And I watched that, and I just kind of pretended I didn't witness it.
I have a video when I go up to a kid on a midnight release and asked if his parents loved him because he's getting a mature game and he's too young for. I have it. I had the recording on my computer.
I mean,
it's ridiculous, man.
Badger and I played Ghost Recon when we were kids. Our dad had it, and we would just run around the maps, blowing each other up with grenades. It was wholesome fun for a group of, 12, 15-year-old girls. It was great. Raise your daughters right, folks.
Fuck Barbies. Give them grenades.
That's one thing. But it also made us very confused when we found out claymores were also explosives. We're used to the swords, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But with this, there also comes a couple questions, like, how do you verify that someone is of a particular age?
Some people look like they're 12 and they're like 30.
Right.
And some people, whether for better or worse, look a little older when they're younger. It's why some people can get away with buying out underage alcohol and you don't check them. That's why you're supposed to check every ID, folks. But
I need a beer. How old are you?
Why?
13.
Why would this be okay? Why should a company have access to my facial features. You're acting like these smartphones that double check for your screen aren't going to know and be able to take information. You're telling me they're not going to sell certain products because, oh, well, they are a woman, so they must want to wear makeup or something. You think they're not going to sell that information? And also, you think they won't sell you out to law enforcement in case they think you did something wrong or in case they just don't like you?
Yeah.
I fucking doubt that. So there's a lot of issues. And also, here's a really good one. Why the fuck do you need photos of children?
Yeah.
Why do you need photos of children in a database?
Michael Jackson's dead.
Oh my god.
Unless the child is missing or it's a Jane or John Doe that you are trying to identify, why the fuck do you have a database of children's faces?
So about that, I know I don't buy into it. I don't believe it. I don't think that they're going to not. But allegedly, Gotti and Super Awesome, in conjunction with the ESRB, made a public statement to blast the backlash about the facial recognition stuff, saying that they would not maintain the data, that it was only going to be a one-time use.
China the pedo bear.
Fucking doubt.
Exactly. I doubt that too. They made that statement. I have problems with this. Anytime that a company is collecting any sort of private information for purposes of verification, I just have issues with it because
data gathering is creepy as fuck.
The fact that any of the data is collected for any reason leads to an issue of security, because in my world, within the IT world, especially in the security world, it's not a matter
the IT guy.
It's not a matter of if there is some sort of a breach in your network. It is a matter of when. When will it happen, and what's going to be there to be exposed? That's just a fact.
Soda's dick pics are done. They are now on the black web.
They've been on there probably for 10 years.
May I share a little something?
By all means.
I'm afraid.
According to firewalltimes.com,
okay,
the most recent security breach to hit Epic Games happened on January 2019 when a web page security flaw left 200 million Fortnite players vulnerable to hacking. As of April 2023, there have been no reported Epic Games breaches since this incident. So that tells me one of two things. One, they've gotten a lot better. Actually, no, that gives me one of three things. Either they've gotten a lot better, they hide it, or it's only a matter of time till it happens again.
I'm thinking that, and this is an unfortunate reality that happens all across all facets of all industries, especially when it comes to entertainment. When you have as deep pockets as Epic Games, aka ByteDance, aka the CCP,
yeah, you know me, yo.
You can buy your squeaky clean record. I'm willing to bet that there have been multiple breaches since then. And I am willing to bet that they just paid to have that publicity disappear.
People can pay for game reviews. I'm sure they can pay for that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those of you that are new, have been lurking, or are just joining us, hi guys, we're the Laggin Out Podcast. Let's go back to our 5-shot. I'm Hero. Next to me is Chieftain.
Hi.
Next to him, burning in hell, or at least enjoying the warmth of it, Black Knight Oni. Below me, The only host that runs at 60 frames a second when he's not a pussy is
Whoa.
Soda Pop.
Oh,
No, wow.
And then next to him is our off and on every now and again guest, the Mariner, aka Deep Dive Gaming.
Always hit the wrong stupid button.
Get it right.
Ghost, you're playing with fire.
What's new?
Careful, buddy.
There
I don't
are
know why I
options.
clicked the reveal text on that one. I should have known.
Yeah, you should have known. That's one of yours. Once you keep them in check, Mary, and I'm like, oh my god. Check your boy.
I thought we were about free speech out here.
We are. No such thing as free speech.
All right.
I don't know. There's plenty of free speech.
What the fuck's that mean?
You just can't yell fire in a
That's not considered. Never mind. We're not going to get into constitutional law. There's so much there.
All I said is we're going to peacefully, patriotically protest. Okay. And they edited my shit out like they were like Chieftain did it. They did the white out cut and cut out my peacefully protest. Go ahead. Fake news.
Anyways, there's so much wrong with this Oni, and I for one think that I am that both you and I agree on the oh my god moment when I saw this shit.
I'm changing it to purple now, Penguin. Hold on.
Woo woo.
There we go.
But is it safe for me to assume that that Oni and I both say that bad things are to come if the FTC does not push back on this?
The FTC can let me be, so let me free. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
A tisk attack, go roll tip attack. Oh.
Go ahead, Oni. Sorry.
Hero was the one talking.
He finished the question.
I did.
And he went to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked a question of you actually.
Oh, could you repeat the question? Because I thought you were going on.
Am I correct in assuming that you and I agree, and if the in the statement of if the FTC does not push back on this, there are bad things coming?
Oh yeah, and yet people like to poke fun that I don't have the internet right now, that I don't play online games. I like to game by myself when I video game. But this is the kind of shit that I would have to put up with if I were constantly connected online. I had to get permission from the website to play the fucking video game? Bitch, no, I fucking bought that shit. It's my fucking game. I should be able to play it whenever the fuck I feel like it. If I plug in the game console, turn on the fucking television, have everything hooked up, it better fucking work. Okay, it's like a fire extinguisher. May not use it all the time, but it better fucking work when you call on it.
That's a good analogy.
Thank you. So, and again, why does a company need to know what I fucking look like? When I applied for jobs, I didn't want my possible future employers to know what I looked like. If they want to know what I look like, they better get a fucking interview scheduled. Then they can find out what I look like. Till then, they just need to know if I'm qualified. They better not be judging me on anything outside of that. Better not be judging me out for anything outside of what I've done with my life. Any prerequisites, any little details that they should probably know, like when can I probably start the job, or where am I working from? That's about fucking it. They don't need to know about, about my race or, my ethnicity or, what religion, or hell, they don't even need to know my gender. As far as I'm aware, they really don't even need to know my fucking name.
Last week I
They could put a
applied to
number.
a job. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. My bad.
No, you're good. It fucking bothers me. If I wouldn't want a job application to have that sort of information, why the fuck would I want a game company to have that information? A game company that has a lot of servers online, across continents, some of whom are with countries we're not exactly cozy with, who kind of have a rap
China.
sheet known for
we know.
human rights violations. We'll put it that way. Yeah, why the fuck would I do that?
Have a good night, Rogue Penguin.
Have
Love you.
Have a good night.
Have a good day at work tomorrow. Don't work too hard.
So yeah, that fucking it bothers me. It's dangerous, and yet we keep going. Oh my gosh, that'll never happen in real life. The Matrix would never happen. iRobot would never fucking happen. Meanwhile,
take my information.
What? People were saying 1984 was some fever dream, and it's like, oh, but it's happening right now. Actually, we're more into a book that became a very short series. It was 4 books long. The Giver. That's the world we're most closely similar to. If you don't know the subject of the book, they made a movie, didn't they?
rendition. Yeah. Did you watch it? Is it anywhere close?
No, I
Okay.
barely watch any of the movies I actually do want to watch. I forgot they made a movie of that one.
Yeah, it's for what it was pretty good, but I didn't know that it was based on a book, and that it's based on 4 books makes it even worse.
Soda
Yeah,
applied for a job and he used his dick pic.
I did.
Oh,
I said I wasn't qualified.
Yeah,
didn't rise to the occasion.
Yeah, that too.
Lean too far left.
I clipped that too early. Fuck. I don't expect that from you, Marin. I gotta go take a cold shower, a hot bath or something. I feel dirty now. I
I've been
actually
hanging out with him for too long.
I actually applied to a gaming job owning, and they if you want to post a picture you can. And I did the Spider-Man one, and I just me ripping out just to fuck with them. I just did that and sent it. But they actually there was one game I can't remember for the life of me which game company it was, but I actually did that just for our joke. Oh, you have my girlfriend on there, Soda Pop. My future ex-girlfriend, future
Who?
ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Beck likes plans. Gonna change her name to Beck likes Chieftain.
Whoa.
Good lord.
It's gonna be a sitcom on Twitch.
That's right, everybody. It's Deep Dive Gaming After Dark.
Oh my god! Not another After Dark video.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We already had a show named After Dark. Laggin Out After Dark with your host, the Mariner. Only on NPR and
Oh please.
Kick.com. Don't watch it with your mom.
Whoa. Or do.
I don't know. With the way zombies
the
mom
Avatar
was, she
facial
took it well.
expression right there. The Avatar facial expression right after he delivered that line. Whoa. Hope you clipped that.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude.
What did you say, Hero?
I was saying, I don't know. Zombie's mom handled that video quite well. It was
Oh,
hilarious.
when Batman was hitting on her mom.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
hilarious. Too far to the left was clipped.
Yeah, I clipped it. I got it. Thank
Sweet.
you, Dear and Death. Actually, I have it twice, so it's good. And we lost 5 people on that comment. Fuck you guys. That was funny.
All right.
That shit was funny.
I mean, there's 20 people in the user list, so I don't fucking get it.
I don't-
One,
Well,
two,
it sa-
three, four, five,
It says
6, 7.
gaming news and dick jokes, so I mean, we're living up to the title.
There's actually 30 people in here total, but it shows 8. I fucking don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I wonder if some of them are bots.
They're
Even
probably,
so,
that's
like-
probably
It
it.
should count.
But why would we
Either-
get
either
bots?
that
We're
or
not
they-
even that big.
Either that or they
That's what
pop
she
into
said.
the chat. They start watching.
Even
and
if
then
you're a
leave,
bot,
but it
we
keeps them-
appreciate you.
We appreciate the bots.
Except if you're part of the CCP.
Huh. I probably
Anyway.
just got us all in trouble with that one.
Trouble. They don't even know who we are.
Right?
One would hope.
Maybe in YouTube. You know, you guys are being too lewd. We're gonna like cut your algorithm. Shocker!
No shit, right?
I feel like Dennis the Menace of YouTube. Like I'm always in trouble there.
You're getting
So-
too many views. We're gonna fuck you again.
You're too funny. You're more talented than Amaranth, so we're gonna cut your views down.
You don't have boobs.
Chieftain, your tits are too small. We're gonna reduce your views.
I'm gonna have to get a hooker to sit down there where Mariner is.
Or on his lap.
No, yeah, that works.
Oh, good
too.
lord.
That'll work.
That'll get some views. Hopefully.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Tony. Next week, special guest Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
We'll just change the name from the name on the bottom. We'll just call it Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is here with us, everybody. That's a surprise guest next week.
There you go.
We do have, by the way, guys, we do have a surprise guest. None of the hosts know. Only I know, and one other person in Lagging Out knows who's coming next week.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
So you guys are gonna like the special guests.
Shut up and dribble, bitch.
Exactly. So like,
we've had this discussion already, Ghost.
Yep.
This was on camera like, what was it, a month ago?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, if you followed us on YouTube, you'd know that.
Give us some fucking.
That's right. Money. Dancing on.
No, the one shot. I want to flick him.
Whoa.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh,
Give
was
us
it
a
fast?
fucking-
Oh,
There you go.
There it is. He's got the super tight shirt. He must be a Marine.
God.
So
There
the
we
people
go.
who aren't subbed, they're on an ad break right now for 3 minutes.
Oh, wow, you're so evil.
Poopy, turds, poopy. Ha. You're missing all the funny stuff. If you would have subbed, you would know. Ha.
Give us some fucking.
Oh, we're close to another hype chain.
And there it is.
We hit it. We hit the hype train. Come on, ride the train. I gotta put that in there.
Give us some fucking.
Look at this rich motherfucker.
We got more people on Kick than we do Twitch. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. We might
Talking
have to
about
move
soda
to Kick.
again.
I kick people.
I kick people. They're breaking
I
toss.
kick
They
Are they
can eat a
both
dick.
kickers?
I don't know. Kick streamer.
I don't think there's
Kick
actually
chatter?
been I don't think there's been one yet for Kick.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't
was-
hit. We haven't hit our tip. We haven't hit our affiliate on Kick yet. So.
Yeah, well, we've got 10 viewers apparently.
Oh well, thank you,
Well,
10 viewers.
When I was streaming on Kick, I was trying to I did so many different Kick puns for my titles.
Oh, that's funny. You know what I
Or
gotta
just
do?
some
I gotta-
variations on Kick.
You know what I have to do? I have to do like what Whittle Bears does. I got to buy a smoke machine. And then she has one of those tracking cameras, Oni. It kind of works. It kind of doesn't. It'll just like, it'll swing and then just drop down to her feet. And then so she got to like jump down and just wave at it to make the camera like catch up again. But she's fucking funny though with that shit. She don't give a shit. Like she just don't give a shit what people think. It's just funny. So she's like, let's go. It's like she's just talking and then like 5 subs come up and for no reason.
That's still really wholesome, though.
Yeah, but
How many
she's
did
funny
she get?
though.
How many did she get after the focus on her chestal area?
Oh, that was an act. Like she's like, oh. Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? And she's like grabbing the camera, like she's like waving at it, like. Well, I can guesstimate how much she makes a year, but a month. If you figure she gets 8,000 subs a month, or like even 5, at what, $1.99 each, it's 10 grand a month, right? And she gets 90% of that. That's pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and she kind of plays video games, but I don't know. Like sometimes, like I can't watch people for too long, otherwise I just get bored. It's just the way my brain
Give
works.
us some fucking.
Don't forget to check us out on TikTok, Laggin_Out. Ad break ends in 30 seconds. You guys are missing all the fun and titty jokes. Ha ha. You guys are still in ad break. You can't hear me. Ha ha. All the cool kids are here, and you have to wait another 15 seconds. Haha.
I am not a cool kid.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude.
Tony, you're a very cool kid.
Thank you. You are cool too.
Yes.
Oh, hey, it made it.
Hey, welcome back. We totally weren't doing anything cool. We totally were waiting for you guys to do the ad break. So welcome back. We totally didn't say anything or make any inappropriate jokes, or you didn't miss anything funny from Mariner, because he's not funny at all, right? No, not in the least.
Thank you, Magma. But
Magma thinks Oni's cool.
Yeah, but
don't even try to pull that bias shit. He wouldn't be hanging around if it weren't for you.
You have to remember. Let me describe some of the people he has to deal with. One of our friends constantly rolls ones. It's really bad. It's sad.
Ouch.
He's also, yes, the French one. Let's just sit with that one. The other one makes puns, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I think it's awesome. Magma doesn't like that so much. And then there's me.
Who does both? No?
Yeah, but, I don't roll nat ones all the fucking time.
But you do have dramatic pauses.
Well, yeah, because I also try not to say, Anyway. So I feel like the bar for cool is kind of biased. So, anyways, back to Weedle. There is an anonymous Weedle.
There's a segue.
Anonymous because obviously they don't want to reveal the gym at which this Weedle is or is not at. He has now gone 6 years defending this gym. Keep going strong, Beetle. Keep going strong.
Which faction is it part of?
I don't understand what's
Fuck
going
if
on.
I know. I don't care. I think when you've got a when you've got a basic Pokemon defending a gym for 6 years, it doesn't matter. Tip my hat to that mofo.
Yeah, apparently one of the main reasons. Well, this is in Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Apparently, one of the main reasons that this Weedle has been able to maintain its win streak
Isolated.
is because it's a relatively isolated gym in an area with very poor signal, so people can't really challenge it effectively because of the poor signal.
That's fucking funny.
However, it's still pretty.
It's like an
freaking
Oni
epic.
in Pokemon version.
No, because Weedle would be you fight Weedle with your starter Pokemon kind of thing when they're like level 5 at best.
This is when Pokemon started off at like level 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, folks.
So,
yeah, Weedle. Weedle's the one that evolves into Kakuna and evolves then into Beedrill, which, yes, is based off of the Japanese murder hornet.
Right. That's true.
But, it's cute. Weedle is cute. And you know what? I love rooting for the underdog. It's just a cute story, a simple story. Nothing to get mad at. You don't have to go, oh my gosh, the world's on fucking fire. Can it roast us any faster so I don't have to put up with this shit? It's just nice and simple and adorable. Keep going, Weedle. I respect you.
Wow. Nice. People still play Pokemon Go?
Apparently.
Yeah, they finally just released Zygarde. Finally.
Okay.
The game's 6 years old. Wait.
Yeah. Is
7,
it that old?
7 years old now.
Yeah,
it's 7 years old now.
Yeah, 7, because I made that slide. Yeah.
Apparently, there was some talk. I don't know how long or what their projections are, but there was quite a bit of talk of Pokemon Go might be getting shut down soon. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because they're finally putting out some of these very legendary Pokemon that they haven't really done much with. I mean, they didn't release Kecleon until this year. Kecleon is a Generation 3 Pokemon. They didn't release it till this year. It was the one Pokemon from that region that hadn't been released. Now, in order to get it, from what I've heard, you have to go to certain Pokestops, and it'll have almost like a shimmer to it, like something's trying to hide, because it's a chameleon-based Pokemon, and it'll reveal itself, and you get to catch it. You can try. It wouldn't surprise me if they are trying to phase it out, because, I mean, for starters, you're talking about an app that's 7 years old. That's a pretty good run as far as I'm aware of, especially for AR. Doesn't mean they can't use a very similar basis for the next iteration, but they've done a few crossovers. They did some Pokemon crossovers with Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know if they've put Scarlet. They have not put Scarlet and Violet Pokemon in there. I don't think they put Sword or Shield. So with that, it probably would be close to the end. But as far as I'm aware of, there are still so many dedicated players that as long as they don't piss off the fan base like they've been doing, they should still be able to have at least a reasonable fan base that keeps it going and makes it worthwhile. They have had to increase prices for certain things, yes. If you ask me, do I pay for anything? Almost never. I don't even.
We already know the answer.
I think
to
I've
that.
only. I think I've only ever used Pokecoins. Pretty sure I've only used the Pokecoins, which you earn through defending gyms. So, yeah, it's gotten a little more expensive with certain items, but there's still ways to keep the game free to play. And yes, they've been annoying the fan base, but it wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time, there are enough people still playing it right now that I think it could very well be feasible to keep it around for at least another year or two. So we'll see.
I know Soda downloaded a Pokemon game from Steam. It was called Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Necklace.
Oh yeah, I was trying to have sex with a Pokemon.
Oh,
I knew I was. Thank you for that.
God,
Clip.
you are.
It's from a cartoon.
Oh,
You guys have not seen that? Paradise PD. It's the guys who did Brickleberry.
That's a horrible cartoon.
The old guy. Like that's his
So
dream is to have sex with a Pokemon, and he finally gets to in like the last season.
Gross.
It's funny.
So gross.
He's like, I finally got to make a
Like
Pokemon.
Hero and Mariner both had the same reaction. They just like they're like, oh my God.
oh.
Whoops. I
The
mean,
level of
Well, it was nice having you, Mariner. Have a good night.
this is one of those moments where I've been quoted saying some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, it's been documented.
Along the lines of the level of stupidity has reached a maximum.
It's
What
funny
the
though.
fuck?
If you've never seen Brickleberry, and they've also done a few other
I
things.
think
but
I
they
have.
They are way the fuck out there, like with their stuff,
that's-
like their
that's-
racism, their drugs. I mean, it's just like it's
Like-
not a PG cartoon. Like,
Don't get me
No.
wrong. I've said it already. My humor is all over the board. Sometimes I like the goofy slapstick humor. Sometimes I like the make you think humor. Sometimes I love the puns. And sometimes the freaking locker room humor is fucking spot on.
I'm
But-
funny all the time, but some people just don't have a sense of humor, and they can go kick rocks.
Whoa.
You know who you are in chat.
Not my fault that you don't have standards.
Oh,
If it wasn't for no standards, I wouldn't have any at all, Oni.
Well, that's a very low
I'm
bar.
sure that's
It is,
true.
yes, ma'am. I'm funny, damn it. I think I'm funny. Everyone else should think so too. I'm no Matt Rife,
No.
but I'm good. Yes.
No.
Anyways,
Someone
carry on,
load
my
in-
wayward son.
Someone load in her funny bone because she doesn't think I'm funny tonight.
No, you can't get pity points from everybody.
oh,
See? And I can't even go back at you because I'll get yelled at for being mean.
That's not at all what I've said.
No.
It's that you try to go hard. I prove I'm harder.
Oh,
And then
Wow.
you try to walk back.
Wow. That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Oh my God, we're gonna fight about this. Let's not.
Let's do it.
Yes, please. Do not fight.
Fight. Oh.
Listen, I'm gonna go get my tissues, and that's it. The end of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go cry about it after stream.
That bar is
Not
sitting
my
on
fault
the
you don't
ground. Chief
listen.
just carries a shovel.
Oh, I listen. God gave me 2 ears and one mouth for a reason.
And you need to keep the brain in tune then.
Two ears and a mouth. They're not just holes, you saying?
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Oni needs a punching animation.
Can
Fear
do
Death
that.
over here with the joke. Oh my God, that
has a
bar is sitting on
screen.
the ground. Chief just carries a shovel.
That's very good. Oni, that's funny. That's funny.
That is, except
That
you
is
didn't
funny.
say it. Tyrion Death did.
Yeah, because
Wow.
if I say it, you mute yourself because I know you're laughing on the inside.
Oh.
That's not what happened.
That's what always happens.
I've heard her laugh, Chieftain.
Sure
Come on
about
now.
that?
We've all heard her laugh. She blessed us with a laugh one time. I was afraid.
Right?
See, here's
It's
the
like,
thing. Let me
oh my
remind
God,
you when I
emotion.
laughed.
Oh my God, emotion.
Let me remind you of when I laughed. You were getting out of your Jeep to go to exercise at the gym,
Yeah,
and you tore
so-
something.
Yeah, someone else's pain is your pleasure. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much. I am a sadist.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm trying to think of something else that happened. My foot was really
Oh.
hurting, and I almost shit my pants on the elliptical trainer the other day.
Oh yes, that one. Yeah.
It was a photo finish.
Oh.
It was I just
and then there was
made it.
also that.
That Kodak
What was
moment.
it? Vince
What's that?
What is the guy who I don't remember if it's WWE or whatever, but Vince
McMahon.
McMahon or McMahon,
McMahon?
yeah.
Yep.
When,
McMahon.
when he tore his quads trying to run because he got pissed off. Like you're like,
That
how
was-
fucking old, dude? 70s?
Yeah.
Tore
That was.
everything. That fucker deserved it, as far as I'm aware of. Like, dude.
You know what? Oni, you're right. That shit was funny.
Everybody
No, that
laughed because let's just put it this way: nobody likes that man, so everybody's gonna laugh at his pain.
Oh yeah.
And you see, if you're trying so hard to prove how manly you are, and you
Right,
injure yourself, like, look, a lion doesn't have to prove its strength against a mouse.
Right.
Dude, if you are that cool, if you are that tough, you don't need to be running or trying to be all macho in your 70s.
He's a
So-
dick.
It's
Soda
it's
play
just-
no.
Yeah, I've heard.
So to play no chance, that's what you got.
All right.
No chance. That's
in
what you
hell.
got. You got. I got grapefruits. That's what he used to say.
Oh yeah. Fucking stupid.
He's an idiot. That dude cheated on his wife so many times, and she just
Wait, and she stayed married to him?
yeah.
The money.
Money.
Yep. And
Oh, that's
she
money.
became she was in Trump's cabinet as a small business. No, she was like the small business secretary. Something like
I
that.
know
I'm
that.
like, why? You don't pay, like, everybody who wrestles is on contract. They have no health care.
Yeah,
Like,
like what the fuck?
It's like that's the worst person to pick for that department. That's not funny. That's fucked up.
Yeah, most of those guys end up bashed, bruised, can't walk, and no kind of retirement, and it's
They're
horrible.
crippled and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost sounds like the VA.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And she starts laughing. See, I got to be. I gotta think of something that's masochistic. I can't even speak. Masochistic.
You need something masochistic enough that makes the sadist in me go, oh, yes, that's satisfying.
All
Hooray.
right, I'm gonna mark that down. I'm gonna work on making you laugh. That's gonna be my goal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Speaking of
Maybe I'll be
making,
ever in your favor.
thank you. Speaking of making goals, that goes right into our next segment.
Hooray.
Hooray!
The wait is over.
I'm not
You're
laughing.
welcome.
It's not funny.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The wait is over. So it's the Fat Jedi Challenge, brought to you by Chieftain and Hero, your local Fat Jedis. What's up?
Less fat, though.
Less fat. There's less of us to love. So
Less fat, more filling.
That's just depressing, dude. Holy shit.
I know. That's sadistic. That would be funny.
No,
In your
that's
eyes.
just fucking sad.
God damn. You just can't win for losing, dude.
I'm trying, dude. I can't get on her good side because it doesn't fucking exist.
No, it doesn't. There is no good side. There is only hell. There is
I'm
only
trying.
suffering and pain.
I just don't want you to yell at me after the live. I don't think I did anything wrong tonight.
I won't yell at you. You haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shut up, Soda. Fuck you.
You see,
You're fucking
Ouch.
antagonizing, Soda. Fuck you, dude.
Like, whose side are you on? The losing side. Thank you.
So last week we were at 2 weeks ago. This is actually 2 weeks ago, but I was at.
Oh my gosh, it looks like the slides got okay. I fucked up on the slide. My bad.
All right. What was it? What was yours?
I was 220.
All right, you were
and
220. All
back at 218.
Oh, you reversed it.
Yeah, I messed up.
Okay.
My bad.
All right. Well, today I lost 5 pounds.
Hooray!
And you gained 2 pounds.
No, I lost 2 pounds.
Lost 2 pounds. So you're at 218. I'm at 220. Yeah.
Wait, what? You said that wrong.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Wait. I'm 210 and you're 218. You said
There you
right?
go. There you go. That's not what
Okay,
you just
sorry.
said.
Oh, sorry. I told you like it's kind of dyslexic when I like I read it and I reverse it in my head for some reason. But yeah,
Numbers are painful for that too.
dyslexic or something like that. But yeah, I'm only 7 pounds away from my goal.
Holy shit.
And you're close too. I can't do math. So what's 218 minus 195?
Well, basically,
What's
a
218
little
minus
under
295?
20 more pounds.
23.
Oh,
15 pounds to go you have. We have a month. You got to drop 15 pounds in a month. Can you do it?
more than 15, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you have to cut. I'm gonna cut off a leg so I can get that last 10 pounds down. So I couldn't believe
Make
it.
it the one that gets gout all the time.
Yeah, I was considering it's my left foot, so I'm gonna cut my left foot. That really hurt. Like I was running and it felt like I was running when there was like sandpaper inside my joints the other day. It was horrible. I
That
wanted to
does not
cry.
surprise me.
I'm like,
Take
I want to
your foot,
die
find your enemy, and shove it up their ass.
Whoa.
sideways.
Grease that some bitch up.
So I'm happy. We both lost weight. That's the most I lost in a week.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
2 weeks.
probably
2 weeks. Yeah.
I've started going to the gym on my lunch hour at work with my.
You're eating though, right?
coworkers. Yeah, I'm eating. of course.
Okay.
But as always has happened with me historically, whenever I pick up going to the gym again, and start lifting and stuff, I have this weird sine cosine wave of direction with my weight, and it always spikes before I have dramatic weight loss. So I wouldn't be surprised if I stick around 220 and then suddenly lose a bunch of weight and then suddenly
Your
just
plateau. It's called the
stop.
plateau.
No,
Really,
it's
your avatar
with
glitching out?
weight with me and weightlifting.
No.
It's just what
Okay.
happens. I gain weight and then I drop and then I just stop losing weight because my ratios keep changing. I'm losing fat, but I'm
If you-
not losing weight.
If you guys want Hero's address to send him Pizza Hut or Dairy Queen Blizzards, I'll give it to you after we get offline, so that way you can get him back up on the weight again.
All right.
You know what my secret
spaghetti
is?
for a week.
Oh, I'm spaghetti. I eat in the morning. I'll have a keto drink like every other week. I'll do like a week of keto drinks. Then I have after that I have a hydroxy cut lunch. No, I don't have a hydrox. I take the hydroxycut because I don't drink coffee. And then when I come back home, I take a Golo. A Golo is an appetite suppressant before I eat my meal, so I don't eat as much. And I've been doing that, and I've been losing weight. So, like I'm calorie deficient, but still eating more, like constantly. I went to like the trainer there. They're like, yeah, you need to do like this. You need to do less cardio and get up and walk around every hour. Like, I do a live on Fridays. How the fuck am I supposed to walk around for like 3 to 5 minutes? I'm like, are you high? I go, I ain't doing that shit. I go, that ain't happening. I told her that. She looked at me. I'm like, I'll eat before I go to the gym. Because that's what she told me to do. Otherwise I get sick. She's like, you get nauseous because you're not eating. I'm like, all right. So I eat before I go to the gym. I get a good workout. I had a PR the other day on my run. So I don't know. I think if I get like to 195, like where you're at, that's my ultimate goal is 195. But my next mini goal is 205. So my mini goal at 5 pounds at a time. I think that way, psychologically speaking, it's not like a crushing thing if I go up a pound or down a pound. I'm like, oh, okay, I can get to 205.
Yeah.
My doctor's like, you lost weight. I'm like, yeah, I did.
I'm working it. I'm working it hard. I got some kudos because actually starting at the gym, I actually started this week, and I'm not talking like just doing some
weight
silly
training,
little
too.
stuff at my house, because I do have like a little home gym thing that I'll do when I can't make it to the gym. But but actual weightlifting, like the guy that I was working with, he was a personal trainer in his younger years, and he straight up said, dude, it's impressive. Not many people could just pick up from not weightlifting and push that much weight. And I'm like, no, you're just saying that shit. He's like, no, I'm being dead ass serious. Like,
And then you wake up the next day. I can't move my fucking arms. All the lactic acid.
I do have muscle soreness and even now, but it's not terrible. He was saying that mostly because I'd made a comment like, my God, I've lost so much strength. Like, I'm talking like I was doing warm-ups on a bench press of like 225 once upon a time.
Yeah.
And then I put like 135 on that bar.
The 245s on, yeah.
I put 135
That's
on
my
that bar.
normal
And
bench. Fuck you.
I went, oh my gosh, why does this feel so heavy? And I started actually getting the reps in. And I just felt so weak.
Yeah, like when I'm lifting heavy, I go on the incline. I lay on one of those little those inflatable balls, and I go on an angle. And I do an incline press. I was pressing 100s on the cables each arm coming up in the wintertime. Now I'm like throwing up 55, 60 pounds, like, because I'm doing circuit training. So my body like eats away my muscle when I'm doing cardio. So I have to, like she said, I have to do 118 grams of protein a day to maintain. I'm not even getting close to that.
I'm gonna put this mildly, and I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, Chieftain. That's not how I am. But I'm gonna put this mildly, and you might take offense to it. Cardio at my age, let alone at your age, you're not that much older than me, is good to just do, like, say, a treadmill, incline walk at a 3.0 speed. If that's too much, drop it down to 2.7 speed.
I go faster than that.
20 minutes.
Fuck you.
20 minutes. Well, let me rephrase that. A total of 30 minutes in a workout session is ideal.
That's what I do.
Preferably. And I'm talking a walk, not a run, you psycho.
Okay. I'm not running. I'm doing interval training. It's running, rest, running, rest, running, rest. It's good for muscle. It's good for your heart.
It's good for your heart. It's great for cardio, but this is coming from multiple personal trainers and doctors. Like, just a walk. You don't need to run. Low intensity. Do 10 minutes before you start your muscle training workout and 20 minutes at the close of it so that you have a cool down.
Yeah, Yeah, I used to do that.
And running,
I hate it.
I'll be completely 100% honest with you. When I was in the Army, I was addicted to running. I would run 5 to 7 miles, 5 to 7 miles a day.
Yeah.
And it would be nothing to me.
Right.
Like at one point
I fucking hate running.
when I was deployed, at one point I would come off of my 24-hour shift and I would do a 4 or 5 mile run in the morning. And then my wife wanted to go running herself. So I'd be like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm going to go out and go run with her. I'd do another 5 mile run.
Tear Death and Ghost. I'm gonna go where you live and kick you both in the nuts. I don't put gravy on everything, you fucks. You guys are sadistic. Fuck you guys.
No, that's tomato sauce. You got to get it right.
Stop putting gravy
in
on
the South,
things.
and apparently here, they'll deep fry ice cream. They'll deep fry butter.
Oh, yeah, that's Texas.
They'll deep fry Kool-Aid.
I don't know what's with the deep
I don't
fry
eat
craze.
desserts. I eat like when when Hero came to my house to build my computer, I had a double quarter pounder with cheese, a regular quarter pounder with cheese, a large fry, and finished another half a hamburger. I can't do that now. My stomach is shrunk. If I eat one of those, I'm going to shit my pants. It's just like it's like
Well, you will even if you do.
It's grease. It's too greasy for me now because I'm not used to eating it. So I'm not eating a lot. I'm eating a lot of smaller meals. And Hero's right. I have to do like the 10-minute warm up, but I hate the gym so much. I want to get in and out. I don't even do it.
No,
I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of here. And you're not going to hurt my feelings because everyone's told me that. I just say I don't want to do it. I know I should, but I don't.
Yeah. It took.
I'm still losing weight. I've lost almost 10 pounds, so I'm good. So
that's good. But the thing is for when you get up to middle age,
to my age,
when you get up to middle age and beyond,
when I'm past middle age, I'm geriatric now.
Like in a bad way.
Yeah, I
cardio
know.
just eats your muscle in a bad way.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking
That's
for
why I'm
muscle
taking steroids.
growth.
Whoa.
I'm looking for muscle growth on my part, and I just want to be more fit. I just want to be healthier. I just want to cut this fat off of my gut. you know,
I'm gonna get lipo if I can't get to the weight. Just get that shit sucked out.
And I'm probably going to sit once I'm actually in the fitness level that I want to be at, or the fitness point that I want to be at. I'm probably going to end up sitting at 215.
Yeah, you're plateauing.
Resting. And that's probably what's going to happen. And
that happened to me for 2 months, man. I was stuck at 215 for 2 months.
I will still lose the fat.
Yeah.
Which is really what I want.
Yeah. And then if that doesn't work, we go together to SK Plastic Surgery that follows us on Instagram. We go get all the rest of the fat sucked out. We all film it for YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
Look how sexy we are. And then we go to
I'll
the
just
laser.
go invent a lightsaber and just cut off the 10 pounds of fat.
Oh God. And then we go to the
technically,
laser.
someone's already done that.
Oh God. Yeah, they did.
That's cutting 10 pounds of weight. They haven't done that yet.
And then me and you and Soda will get laser hair removal. So like wet hot dogs.
What the fuck?
Be completely bald from the neck down.
Well, maybe.
I would love that. I hate body hair. Body hair is disgusting. Like I gross myself out. I'm like, I look at myself in the mirror. I'm going, I look fucking gross. That's what I do. Like when the people make fun of my looks, I'm like, you don't think I own a fucking mirror? Really? So a mirror. You know what a mirror is? I don't know. Check us out on Kick/Laggin Out. All right. Next one. What is this?
Oh, hey, yay.
Okay.
Do you remember the deer kitten?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Dear Kitten? Yeah, well, it's coming back. The end.
No.
Pretty sure. By the way, I'm pretty sure that's where Zay Frank began his voice acting, or at least where he got really famous doing it. I'm pretty sure he's the older cat.
Huh?
If Oni was a cat, she'd be this cat.
Yeah.
I think there
he's teaching
is
the
trailer.
kitten how to. Well, I mean, it's so late. We probably don't need to watch it. With all due respect,
I'll be honest. I'm ready. I've got things to do. I'm ready, guys.
Yeah, like sleep or melt.
That too.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's
If the
the
big game starts,
I think the
your
trailer.
first instinct will be to find a quiet place to escape the madness. I need to warn you, though. Don't go into the bedroom looking for a place to hide.
It's cute.
It's horrifying. There's a pile of coats in there, and the people who are wearing them are gone. Evaporated. I dug down all the way to the bottom of those coats once, and there was no sign of life. The only thing that's left is the smell of their armpits. And the coats, which I just mentioned. I think it's what happens to the losers of the big game. They destroy them with some kind of a ray gun, which I can't find. Good question, kitten. What were they doing lying in a giant pile on the bed before they were evaporated? I don't know. Listen, someday I'm gonna be gone, and you're gonna have to figure all this out for yourself. I'm like a Sherpa. Sherpa to the knowledge. And these coats, obviously, are a sign that there was a giant catastrophe here. No pun intended. Because we had nothing to do with it. I don't think. Really, I tell you that there's a room full of evaporated people, and it's the doorbell that scares you. It's a freaking bell. What do you imagine is going to happen? Anyway, like I was saying, don't go into the bedroom. I don't want to go in there and find just a little pile of your fur and nothing else. I have grown fond of you. Oh, that was hard to say. That was... Is it weird I feel like hissing at you right now? But fine, I'll say it. I like to lick your face. I want to lick at your face. I like a lick at your face. Ooh, you just got the cutest little face. I just want to lick it.
The fuck?
That's a cat moment. I'm not gonna deny that. That's a cat moment.
All right. Trivia question answer.
What is that middle kitten? What is the middle cat's name? Is it A, Who's Mufutsit, B, Michelangelo, or C, Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen? Look into your soul.
One more time, please.
You know the answer.
One more time, please.
She does rattle that off so fucking easily. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Who's Mufutsit, Michelangelo, or Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen?
Wow.
Kieran Dev says majority of the chat said C, but I have seen some B. May have seen an A.
Answer is?
Hit the button.
Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen. And that is the wrong trivia question. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. The three cats are Ponyo, Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen, and Chi. Guess which one was named by Badger?
Obviously.
This one.
The middle one.
Smitty Warben Jaegerman Jensen. We just call him Smitty. Or Badger sometimes calls him Smitster. He is a complete dork, but he is adorable. So
Yes, he is a dork. Just the three pictures that I have seen of that cat. The derpiest of derps.
yeah, no thought. He is the embodiment of no thoughts, just vibes. Head empty.
No thoughts, just vibes.
All derp.
Pretty much.
All derp, no hiss.
Nope.
Durka. Is it Durka?
No, derp.
Derpa, Bahama Jihad.
It's derp or
Okay.
it's Durka.
My first kill is on. That's one of my new favorite ones. So does like You're a Creep.
Whoa.
So Nermal from Garfield.
Yeah, Nermal. Oh my god.
Mojo just dubbed Smitty Nermal from Garfield.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either.
All right, guys. I'm going to call it.
Thank you.
On behalf
Thank you for joining us.
Black Light Oni,
Come at me, I fucking dare you.
Hero the IT guy,
Shut up and dribble, bitch.
Yeah. When I get online,
Soda
I'm
pop.
feeling like something's not right. Cause the bullets curve like some people unlock that wanted perk, yeah.
Mariner.
I don't have a catchphrase for you, sir. I'm sorry.
Chieftain.
I don't have any sound bites for you either.
I have one. I thought I did.
Zoom out, Soda. Zoom out.
No legs.
I'm the chieftain, bitch.
There it is.
I'm lagging and I know
We'll see you next week, guys. Have a good night.
Be safe.
Yo, I just wanna be going ham, getting kill feeds. But when I'm on a streak, lag compensation's always poning me. Yeah, my bandwidth is balls. I even pay extra for BIOS. 18 up and down still got me nervous, cause the game acts like I'm still in service. What? Girl, look at my 4 bar.